It is semifinal Saturday here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. The roar of the rings, and two teams will have a fantastic weekend to remember.
Kevin Martin will be seeing him in Vancouver. 7 years, 2 Brier titles, 1 World Championship, 1 Olympic gold. Kevin Martin and John Morris share so much history. But history is what it is. Now these former teammates meet as opponents one more time. A trip to the final of the Roar to the Rings is on the line. It's the old Bear, his former Cub, here in Winnipeg.
It has finally arrived, the final weekend of the Roar of the Rings. This field, arguably one of the best we've ever seen in curling history, especially on the men's side. And is anyone better at the big game than Kevin Martin? In this field, we've had former Brier champions, world champions, Olympic gold medalists, and he has done it all. He also has a new look team with Dave Nedewin joining him. Dave is in. That is because John Morris is out. He left the team back in Edmonton after the Brier, joining Jim Cotter. Cotter throws the 4 stones. John Morris, the leader of this team, both with experience in the big game. And that brings us to this crucial semifinal. Welcome inside the MTS Center. I'm Brian Mudrick. Back in Vancouver, 2010. What a special memory for both John Morris and Kevin Martin as they win Olympic gold. But now, 3 years later, they are on different teams, but the goal remains the same. Make the final. In the meantime, no one has been better than Brad Jacobs this week. The defending Brier champ, he won it in Winnipeg, and he's done something this week that no team has ever done at the trials, go undefeated in round-robin play. But look at some of the names that had weeks to forget. Glenn Howard, 2-5. Kevin Cooey, 2-5. And maybe the last time we see Jeff Stoughton on the big stage, disappointment in his home city at 3-4. Because of that fantastic week, Brad Jacobs gets that bye to the final. It's all about the semifinal today. Kevin Martin, John Morris with more. Vic Rauter.
Hello, Canada. Linda Russ alongside. Yeah, I think Kevin Martin put it best. He said the rivalry with Morris now is overstated. You can equate it somewhat to Daniel Alfredson leaving Ottawa and going to Detroit, or maybe Peyton Manning leaving Indianapolis and ending up in Denver with the Broncos. When David Nedewin joined the team just 3 months ago, they knew they were going to have to work some things out. But this Kevin Martin team appears to be still, at this point in time, a work in progress.
And it only has been 3 months, but you have to give him a little bit of credit there. It's a great pickup in Nedewin. He's going to play well under pressure, always has. But Kevin, as usual, is managing the team a little bit differently. He's going to Ben Hebert with the finesse shots as always, but if they get into trouble, he's bailing a little bit sooner with Mark Kennedy and that great hitting ability. That gives Nedewin a chance to do what he does well, is make those finesse shots.
John Morris, on the other hand, we know about his skipping ability. He skipped a team to a couple of junior and world junior championships. He throws the 3rd stones here, but maybe more importantly, he's become a manager.
Well, similar with the other skip with Kevin Martin, the 2 of them have managed their lineups. The difference with John Morris is it's the front end that have had their struggles occasionally. When things are going well, John continues to play aggressively with Rick and Ty, but their numbers have struggled at times, and so John's in a very unique position, being the 3rd calling the game. John himself can bail out and leave Jim Cotter a good shot to score.
So it is the men's semifinal, the Roar of the Rings. Brad Jacobs is waiting to see who he will play tomorrow afternoon. Martin and Morris against each other. A rematch of a game they played yesterday. And if you're John Morris, does that game yesterday, maybe one bad sweeping call, stay with you?
Well, they're going to have to talk about that brushing judgment. It's a loud building, and you have to communicate clearly out here, and those little mistakes can be very costly.
And this is a key that you suggested. Rick Sawatsky at the lead position, and Tyrell Griffith. This has got to be his biggest stage ever.
Well, just look at them standing there with this crowd cheering. I'm sure they haven't had this experience, and you have to put it out of your mind along with what's at stake, and that's a chance to go to the Olympics.
Throwing third rocks, John Morris.
So it is. Morris, Martin, Roar of the Rings, the semifinal, when we come back to Winnipeg.
Keep going, keep going.
Gets rid of a bunch.
Come on, boys. Keep going, keep going.
Uh-oh, and have a look. 1, 2, and 3. Kevin Martin here in 6.
It's good, it's good, it's good.
Kevin Martin beats his former gold medal winning teammate, John Morris.
The 2013 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by Tim Hortons. Always fresh, always great tasting coffee.
When you play with guys for 7 years and then all of a sudden you're on the other side of the ice as they are, you know, it's a little bit strange.
You know, it's just part of sport. At the high levels, your team is your team, and if something happens and a player has to do whatever they got to do, and that's the way it is.
Rarely see a team stay together for more than 4 or 5 years, and we had a great 6 or 7 years together. And I feel very lucky and privileged to have had the experience and been able to play with those guys. May the best team win.
Kevin Martin taking his final warm-up slides prior to this, the semifinal. Men's semifinal, the Roar of the Rings. Time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Ford, proud partners with the Curling Association, Canadian Curling Association for 20 years. Team Martin, they curl out of the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton with Ben Hebert, Mark Kennedy, David Nedwin, of course, now at that 3rd spot, along with their skipper, 47-year-old Kevin Martin. John Morris, they come from the Vernon and Kelowna curling clubs. Morris, he skips, but he throws the 3rd stone. It is Jim Cotter, the 4th. The key, as Linda suggests, will be to watch that front end of Rick Sawatsky and Terrell Griffith. Griffith, of course, a 3-time BC Junior champion. And there they are, the former teammates now set to do battle with a place in the final against Brad Jacobs. Kevin Martin finished round robin at 6-1, so with his better record, he gets the choice of the hammer and the stones, so he'll have the last rock. He'll play the red rocks. John Morris will play the yellow, and to get us underway, the Morris lead is Rick Sawatsky.
A little bit for line. Mine's good. Mine's good. It's pretty close. Top 4.
Well, it was a great game in round robin, so I expect a similar sort of thing. And I think what was remarkable about that round robin game for Kevin Martin was his way of managing the team, but also manipulating strategy, trying different things. When something didn't work, he put up his center guard even when he had the hammer. I really like that part.
Throw a little bit more.
The big 3-ender he scored was without any guards, which is incredible. And the old guy's got a few tricks up his sleeve.
Off, something on the ice there, Ben. Yeah, I got it. Off right now, off.
It's good. Good job, Eddie.
There's a nice one. It's a big one. Hold on to that, baby. Boy, good shot. House. So.
Well, one of the things that we'll pick up on, and you just heard it there, was Ben Hebert saying, that's a big one. Well, that was a big hair from likely one of the brushes. There was a concern of the number of picks. David Nedwin got caught in that round-robin game. And Hans Vutric cleaned the ice, and then he took the pile of snow with all the hairs in it to them and said, fellas, it's not dust, it's just the hairs from the brushes.
Yeah, they really did think that. The brushers actually didn't bring out the hair till later in the game, but Kevin Martin in the house had a hairbrush, so that was Hans' belief that the picks were due to those brushes. So they're going to have to be very careful. All the equipment is checked by the officials before the event starts to make sure it's not damaged or defective. They just suddenly started to shed, I guess.
Well, and then further to that, Ben found it, which is great, picked it up, walked over to the side of the sheet where he is standing at right now, dropped it on the carpet. So there's a really good chance that'll end up underneath somebody's feet. That's he dropped it right where he is. It could end up back on the sheet again.
There is Hans Vutric. His ice crew has done a wonderful job this week, and congratulations to him and all of them. And you can hear the applause from those here at the MTS. I can tell you one thing, the last few days, It's cold across the prairies. I mean, today it's around -22 wind chill here in Winnipeg, -30. And wherever you are in the country, we understand it's cold everywhere. I hope you're staying warm. But it is warmer in this building already. You and the three of us have usually worn our winter jackets because of the fact they try to keep the building a little cooler. We're not wearing them right now.
Oh, clean. Clean. Yep. Hard. Good.
So the funny thing about the records you mentioned, Vic, is Kevin had a better record, but it wasn't the same Kevin Martin in some ways. He played much more open, had the most blank ends, did not have any points stolen against. That means usually fewer rocks in play. Had fewer deuces than anyone else in the field. Well, as Russ said, that draw for Kevin Martin saved them or ended up scoring on many occasions. So a more conservative Kevin Martin this week for sure.
Up and down the sheet. Is that the fact that we're playing so open here with Kevin Martin having the last rock, Russ? Is that then an indication of that conservative kind of play?
Yeah, and it's an indication of where we're at in the schedule here. This is sudden death. This is it. This is one game away from the Olympic Winter Games, and no reason for Kevin to panic here. He could do this for 10 ends, win the game 1-0 in theory. So at some point in time, John will throw up a center guard, and then they'll start to dance for sure. But I don't think John's against this either. We've seen, Linda pointed out before, John plays that very defensive game for a couple ends anyways.
Control the same? Yeah, control. Okay.
Well, those are great numbers for John, remembering he also was that team manager, as Vic pointed out. So he's busy trying to plan the strategy, but also very carefully watching his players, deciding when to make the move based on how they're playing.
Good.
So if we talk about John Morris, he was more of a balanced attack. He actually did more of that push and pull of offense and defense. So he had quite a few blank ends, but also was the most stolen points in the field and scored beautifully, 7 points per game on average. And you saw very quickly there was runbacks on that page. We look at Brad Jacobs, who we'll see in the final, and call them team runback. But actually, John Morris so far in this week has had the best, one of the best percentages on runbacks. Back to our point, he's the one bailing them out of trouble.
Well, go ahead, Russ.
Sorry, and that's Linda's point. That's why Martin's doing what he's doing strategically. He's bailing it a little sooner because David Nedo's one of the best finesse players in the world, but he hasn't got that run back big weight ability that John had. So he's just changed the strategy around. He's bailing earlier.
And you just think back to the game yesterday. How many doubles did that team make, and Morris in particular?
Yeah, it was amazing. I think there was 10 total in the game. It was incredible.
Let's go, boys.
So they're having a look at the ice, checking out both sides now.
Hurt. Right out, right out, right out.
Fine.
See, that's the thing. That little, as Kevin Martin called it, Russ, the subtleties of him putting down the brush
No, I knew.
in the right spot for that delivery that he has seen for years and years.
Came up nicely.
Opposing him, but now is on his team.
Yeah, and it's different. And at this level, you know, you keep in mind these guys curl like 87%. So it's that 13%, 12%, whatever it is that a player like David Edwin might miss. That, how do we make that better? And a lot of it could be ice reading with only, you know, maybe 40, 50 games together ever. It's getting that broom in the right spot. David, as Linda pointed out, softer release. And I also think he throws a shade less weight on some of those hits. And it fools Kevin. I've played Kevin 1,000 times. His in turn floats David's curls. So there is a learning curve there, but you know, they're pros. They should be able to figure it out.
Well, this first end really, I think, fits your game plan, doesn't it?
Well, actually, just follows up on those numbers. I do expect them to continue. Kevin Martin playing that open style, 94% on his draws. That is an amazing week for Kevin Martin. And for John Morris, that more balanced attack, the push and pull of offense and defense, and his 88% is the key if they're going to be successful.
The game plan is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping families have better. Financial Futures.
You know, it was interesting, too, when you look at David Nedon's numbers. He just threw an in-turn and rolled out. That was, of the 2 turns on hits, that was the inferior one. He does throw the 2 turns differently. So, you know, it's little subtleties of overall deliveries, Vic, and then it comes down to things about specific parts of the delivery for the in-turn and out-turn. So it's a complex thing for the skip to call those shots.
Good throw.
Yeah, keep
regular, Jim.
a sliver.
Just a hair, yeah.
There's no jam.
I'll half it down. I didn't think you were sticking.
Nose or a hair low.
Kevin threw a little more weight than David did there for
Solid
sure.
rag.
Thus the
Clean.
roll, but he
Yep.
managed to tweak it on the edge there.
Yep.
Jim Cotter hasn't had the big numbers of Kevin Martin, but he's had a very consistent week.
Good throw.
No roll out there.
As well, he would really have to mess up to get that jam and have it bounce back in. So it'll be a 3 toss for Kevin Martin.
I was going to underthrow that one.
No, it's good.
So let's go BC call, eh? They're not cheering for John, just to hear you. Doesn't need the BC crowd. Were you guys there?
So a wide open
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see.
first.
John was there. No, you
The winner goes through to tomorrow afternoon's final against Brad Jacobs, the reigning Canadian champion. This is the semifinal. It's the Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings, the Canadian Curling Trials on Canada's sports leader, TSN.
The 2013 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best. By Capital One, what's in your wallet? And by Ford, proud partner of the Canadian Curling Association for 20 years.
The chance to put himself into Sunday's final. And that's what we're doing today and tomorrow, taking care of business here at the Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings. A blank first end means that Kevin Martin will once again have the last rock here in 2, playing the Red Stones, and we've got something going. Morris comes in, top 4, Linda. Corner goes up, and now it's the second stone for Rick Sawatz.
There's something going. Started with Kevin Martin making the choice this time, playing the corner after that one came in.
Yeah, he's full 4. Yep.
Nicely hidden, but this is where they do still continue to play the angles with Ben, and he does it beautifully.
He does it with an out turn. 122 out turns this week, 18 in turns.
Oh, we're all there. Line only. We're bumping.
But it's interesting because all of the 3 teams remaining are in the 80% range of their leads throwing out turns.
Isn't that amazing?
Jacobs is 81%, Morris is 85%, and Ben Hebert plays 85% of his shots as out turns.
That didn't come as much as he had hoped. That seemed to float on him, just barely got by the guard, and then pushes that stone out a little bit from behind covered, and now it sits right in the hole.
Easy board.
Okay.
1 foot heavy, 2 feet maybe
board
maximum,
to
and
hack.
almost wrecked on the corner guard. That's how precise you've got to be with that late finish.
As this game goes along, you have to jump on opportunities the opposition gives you. There's a little mistake from Ben Hebert you don't often see, so Ty really needs to make this one and put the pressure back and see if Kevin does bail out with Mark Kennedy.
Cotter, Sawatsky have done nothing now, all on its own, and it finds the hole and sits right there. Now that first end certainly, and that shot will calm some nerves if there are any for the 27-year-old Tyrell Griffith.
Here's the change right here we talked about. They would normally come in with an in-turn freeze or an out-turn freeze, tap it back, do something like that. Kevin's definitely bailing earlier than I've ever seen it in his whole career. Obviously not wrong. He's in the semifinal, but you want to hang around with this one.
Close. Curl hair. Yep. Curl hair.
Run it back, and he'll pick the stone off the floor, leave the shooter right there.
Throw, Mark.
So it is. Morris still sitting the one top edge of the floor. During round robin, Kevin Martin was perfect until he played Brad Jacobs. And that game, that loss gave Jacobs first place and a bye to tomorrow's final. And then the win over John Morris gave him the 2 seed in the semifinal.
All right, so if he makes one of these, we got a relatively easy run. So 2/3 tight. Nice and quick down this spot here, boys. Pull up.
Line's good. Tight. Line's good.
Line's too tight. We got to go in.
Terrell is a 3-time BC Junior champion. He
Go in then.
played 1 with Ryan Kuhn back in 2002. He was a skip
Oh, let it
in
curl.
2005 and
Okay.
6.
This is fine. This is fine. Oh. Just try to not give him a raised double.
We're all there.
So at the end. Yep.
All on its own, and just the late brushing from Cotter to sit 2 without. Now for John Morris, he opened with a win over Howard, then dropped 1 to McEwen. Interestingly enough, it was Mike McEwen's loss in the final draw to Kevin Cooey that prevented any tiebreakers. And despite that loss to Kevin Martin, Morris got the number 3 seed. Once again, the run back will pick off the stone, top edge of the 4. Shooter rolls over just a little bit now, covering the 4 foot, so there's a bigger hole now.
On that last throw by the Morris team, that was really brilliant management by John Morris. The throw was a little tight, so John knew instantly and told the brushers instantly it was probably coming in, and then they brushed it so the run back double was tough. And that's what these 2 skips both do very well.
2/3.
Johnny, knowing better than anybody the hitting ability of Mark Kennedy, said as that rock was coming in, which was plan B, try not to give him a raised double. That's how good Mark Kennedy is. He almost made it the first time, a little bit off that time. So John's just going to put a cap on this one, but keep it tight. You might see the Martin team play a red raise.
Line's good.
It's top 12 maybe.
Whoa there. Whoa.
Real tight. Yeah, it's
Whoa.
real tight.
Not in.
Yeah, we're in. Whoa. Close. Sit.
They didn't want to leave it in because a double now can leave a shooter in the house, or even just a jam leaves a shooter. They didn't want anything to be able to be rolled in by Kevin Martin.
Dead straight here.
Yep. Oh. Yep. Hard. Whoa.
One and 2. Look at that shooter. Look at that shooter where that ends up.
Keep going. You got it.
And not quite pushing it out the back, but it just pops half a stone into the open.
Nice toss. Have a look. I don't think you got it, but good toss.
Yeah. I thought the double was there if we had the roll.
Well, the options were there to just roll the shooter or get the double as well. Almost got both.
David was right to keep brushing it because it would have made the double. It's close for shot rock here.
Just curl the hair.
Just a little at the end.
Line curl.
Yeah.
I know. Mine did too.
I think it's yellow, and it's yellow because of this last little twirl.
Okay, boys. Top 4?
They're close.
Top 8. I think we want to be.
I agree with you. I think it is the yellow stone at the back.
Probably not too much more, John. Like
No, not at all.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
For John Morris,
Here, keener here. A couple of feet keener.
well, he skipped a couple of times in previous trials back in 2001 and then 05, and then of course with Kevin in 09 and that magical run to the gold in Vancouver. Says that
Line's good.
insanely
Okay.
intense this week. The pressure is something that you would think he'd be used to, but you never do because of the fact that this opportunity comes around only once every 4 years.
Hard.
And all the way back, and just sliding back of the tee line.
What was that?
Holding on, Dave.
That's good.
A little deeper than Johnny'd like it. It's per serve, sitting 2 at this point. David can't hit it, obviously.
What do you think, Dave?
He can certainly weld to the corner of this, make life difficult for Cotter.
No, Wait's good. Wait's good.
Good. Should be there. Should be all there.
Okay, well then. We don't need to.
No.
Don't
Mark
need to.
Kennedy and Ben Hebert can
Lock
do
it
things
on.
with a
Oh,
stone.
Heavy.
How's the curl?
He's back right off now, hoping for a big finish here that might come up to the corner.
I think it is. Anyway.
Hard. No.
There's a little rub and roll off.
Move it on that a little bit.
Shot stone is Martin, but it's available.
I've always felt the second end's the hardest end to throw draw weight. You heard Tyrell say it's getting cleaner there. John's guard slipped in the rings. John just came a hair deep, and David followed up deep. Just 4 or 5 in a row. 2 or 3 feet heavier than they expected. It's quick there.
Should be nice. Still thought they might get the curl from David's rock with a little bit less rotation. That was a very straight spot yesterday, so they'll have to watch it.
Just ask Rachel Holman about that spot. It does nothing there.
But why? Why the second? Did it be harder to throw in the second? Why is it?
Well, sorry, Vic. Yeah, the first end, it's pretty uniform. They've had practice rocks in certain spots, but the other spots, it's a little slower. Everybody knows it. Here, once you start brushing, that vigorous brushing will warm the path up. Once the path's warmed up, it gets a little greasy. The ice temperature comes up closer to melting, and that's what gives you that little extra speed, less friction.
So more importance then for the brushing.
Yeah, judgment is going to be really key in those spots.
Whoa! It's good. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Jim Cotter as we play the fourth stones.
Yep. Good.
Hit. Maybe a hope if he could get across the nose and maybe a flip towards those stones on the right, but he banged it right on the beak.
Oh, I thought Jimmy threw that perfect. He just didn't curl. That was a fresh pebble there. You'd think that would come up a bit. Gives Kevin an out now with a double.
The double first.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. That's how you get your deuce.
It's one of the easiest doubles Kevin's ever going to play, but if he ever hits it extremely thin, he might get lucky and get the backside of this one and actually sit 2. Tricky. You'd have to throw a bullet and carve the side of that.
Yep.
Martin his first. Boy, they
Really
got
hard.
him. They really got him here. Kennedy and Ebert trying to hold the line here. Would love to get the double all the way down. They're going to get the double. They're going to touch it. Now that jam at the back, and they're going to spill them both. Wonderful call. Line call, David Nedwin.
There was a little bit of risk and reward on that. I really think Kevin maybe was a tiny bit inside and had the brushers hold that line. That was the only way, as you said, he had the chance for the triple, and here it comes, and away they go.
Darn sure we get the double.
Yeah, tight was for sure tight, but as usual, as Ben Hebert and Mark Kennedy go, they can save a lot of those. Well played. All of a sudden, a shot at a deuce. Got to make the roll.
Jim Cotter has looked very comfortable in this so far this week.
Very comfortable, very consistent, really trusts the brush.
Whoa! Close! Whoa! Roll it! Hard! Go, John! Go!
Across the nose, he got across. But he'll just sit there top of the button. So a chance for 2, and that stone, which was sitting at the top of the 12, which earlier we thought wasn't going to be a factor, now comes into play.
No point babying it and making it take off.
No, I know.
Nice getting rolled by David Nedwin to set that up, and a wonderful triple.
Should come across center, I think. I don't think it'll hang there.
No, I think so too. Throw a nice board, that should be right. Real good ice, Kev.
Just looking.
Lots of weight. We got lots of weight.
Yep.
Real hard.
They got him again.
Hard. This one might go on you.
Really hard. Whoa.
That's what they have that ability to do, to stop the curl for that moment and pull it back. And they've saved him so many times. Kennedy, Ebert, Martin's hit, and he'll get his deuce here in 2.
What game are you watching?
Welcome back to Winnipeg, the MTS Center. We said that Kevin Martin's approach this week was a little bit different, and we saw all examples of it, and a great team shot here to get a deuce.
He's opening it up earlier, as we talked about at the top of the show, and that gave Nedowan a chance to hit. Didn't make the double, but rolled buried. That buried rock ended up on the scoreboard, all because of the old Bears shot here and some wonderful brushing. 1-2, somehow gets the backside far enough to sit the deuce.
Yeah, so you have the thrower, the brushers, and Nedowan's line call, and it all results in a couple as Martin gets on the board to lead 2-0. It's the only sheet in play, of course. Playoff weekend here at the MTS. Here in 3, it'll be John Morris that has the last rock. He'll have the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
We're on the double-double. A little bit.
Well, that can be discouraging to see an end like that was played well by the Morris team turn around with that big triple and give up a deuce when it looked like it might even be a tough one to score a single for Martin there for a while.
It's going to need to curl some.
But if you're Morris, you just have to keep doing what you do well. So they put up the corner guard nice and wide. And here comes the second one from Hebert.
But they have to be happy with the way they have played that. Nobody really... You can't point a finger and say somebody let them down.
No, it's just the frustration of having a good end and seeing the 2 up on that board.
To sit 3 and end up in a spot that there was an actual triple was a bit of a bad break. And I thought Jimmy had made his first one. If he rolls a little farther buried, good chance to steal as many as 2. But that's curling. Kevin made a beauty.
Back 8, you nick the guard, that's fine.
Player to come around and maybe even tap it a little bit with this ice or the freeze. Don't miss wide. Even if you get the guard, roll over into the ring.
Pretty close. Back 8, back 12.
Rick Sawatsky throwing the lead stones. He and Jim Cotter on the left go back to their days playing with Bob Ursel when they represented BC back in 2008. And then when Ursel left the team, they remained together. Made it to a couple of Briars since then.
Guys, just try to get inside it.
Yeah. 2 very nice shots by Rick. So there's the setup started for John. And now we're going to see some angles being played. Kevin trying to get a little angle freeze.
Mark Kennedy.
Yeah, I was there.
It's a little heavy to me.
Line only. Line only. Line only.
It's pretty close, though.
Line's perfect. We're there.
Still there. Clean.
Close for line, yep. Hard line.
Hard, Dave. Go.
Hard, Dave. Hard line.
Boy, does that ever take off.
Go.
And look at that, what they had to do just to get it by. My goodness.
That is perfection.
Didn't think that was by. Good scrub.
Watch this. Look wide part way down. We talked about the ice getting a little bit dished, and once it made the turn, they just anticipated in time to get this by the guard, and it in the last 3 feet curves an entire foot.
Wow. Good scrub.
We are going to see this ice change a little bit, but they did go a little wider with that ice. And what we've seen is now where the broom is, maybe edge of 8 to edge of 4 is where yesterday it caused them the most trouble. Go a little wider, I think you still catch the swing.
Exactly.
Now these 2 skips are very experienced, and I'm sure they'll pick up those spots.
Oh, right off! No.
Catch a little bit. Yes. Just enough. And push it to the back of the 8 to sit the shot stone with last rock.
Softer than the other ones,
Totally covered now by a couple of stones.
That's exactly what happened. As Linda said, once you get in a little tighter, that fooled them.
No, that's fine.
On the beak.
And the problem is those red stones out in front are lined up fairly nicely for Kevin. Try to run them back.
Whoa.
Oh, easy.
Right off.
No.
Right off.
Needs to come up to
Get
the
on the back
nose
of
a
it.
little
Benny
bit.
to the back.
Got
Back.
1, got 2, and he will move it. Going to lose one of the stones out the side. But it is Martin sitting the 2 around the edge of the 8 foot without last rock.
Well, the frustration for Mark is if they hit it a little differently, the stones would have stayed lined up closer to center. It's actually a little benefit for John Morris. It's almost like having two corners now, and he could choose to draw or hit in this situation.
The spot moves already. We saw it in the first hand.
Oh, line's good. Clean. Clean it. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Whoa. 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 Yep. Yep. Hard. Whoa. No roll.
Got a little flip. Sure does. Not quite underneath. But there is that backing now, too, the one that sits at the back 8.
Hack weight?
Hack.
David Neto
See about a half?
Yeah, small half.
Small half?
Yeah, like this.
Good hack.
Edge
Okay.
8.
Should curl well in here.
Yeah, good ice.
Check the rotation. Once in a while, it's only maybe 1.5 spins.
Weight's good.
It'll take off on the boys.
Clean.
Weight's good. Hard.
Kennedy. Evers.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Said he had a small half.
No roll.
Shot, Dave. No roll, no roll. Beauty, beauty.
And very nice to avoid. Jamming it on that stone, back 8.
Wonderful shot to hit that and actually stay. Made it look easy.
It really is his specialty. I think you've been talking about that a lot this week, that if David's going to make a mistake, it's either on the cold draw that overcurls because of the rotation or the big weight hit.
Exactly. See the little more rotation out of John.
Yep, yep. I'm a little soft. Yep. Real hard.
A little soft out of his hand, he thought. Morris. So Griffith and Sawatsky now trying to hold the line.
No roll, no roll.
Well, it's going to roll, and it's going to just come out the center line side a little bit. Shot stone.
Scrub, boys.
Shot, John.
It's good spot.
Ooh, is it there, Dave? Huh? I think I don't mind the run back. I don't know if the shot's there. Want I just run it back?
Yeah.
Ronnie comes around the corner.
There's no double if you don't make it.
That.
I want to play in the middle here. How about a freeze?
Freeze is fine. Except you're going to line it right up onto the back.
Tough to remove it because of that red one.
Well.
You want to do that?
What
do you think, Dave?
Can't make the freeze for shot rock without lining it up.
I
think
we
you gotta
can't
run
make
it
the freeze
back.
for shot rock at all. Problem with the bump is if we ever hit it here, it's...
I know, I think you got to run it back.
Okay.
Make it, Dave, right in the nose.
The only hesitation is this has been a struggle for Dave. If you compare him to John Morris, the runbacks for David are 63%. Really not his shot.
Yep. You're going to have to go real hard. Real hard. Hard, Benny. Might have a piece. Might have a piece.
May have a piece.
Wow.
Got more than a piece. Got it all.
Great brushing.
Leaves the shooter there now, still covering the 4-foot.
Nice, man. That wasn't wide.
No. I think at first Kevin thought with that release it might have actually overcurled completely, but they held it to get a piece of that yellow.
Inside the dish a little bit too. I think it's a little straighter than Kevin thought. I'm David Neto, and I'm probably throwing it narrow too with those two guys brushing.
You know, we think we don't give enough credit to those two and the brushing teams, the really good ones out there, of what they can do.
It's pretty good now.
Well, we definitely give them a bit of credit because it's not just power with them either. Their judgment's amazing. When they let Stone go at the hog line, you can hear those two call out within inches of where they think it's going to go. They are brilliant.
Just playing the freeze or come around?
Come around. Okay. So he's full 8. So we got to be thick full 8. Probably biting the 4 is ideal, boys.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Any particular reason going this way with the out turn as compared to the in turn, Russ?
I think a little more curl. We've been talking about it being a little dished, and what I mean by that is that it'll curl more from the outside in, so it's easier to get maximum curl for Johnny here with his out turn.
Line's good.
Weight's good. Yep.
Room.
If anything, they wanted to overcurl.
Room.
There. Top 4. Right off.
Curl too much.
Sit.
Stop top four, just biting the button. But it does pop out the center line side just a tad.
Maybe now you can move it just a hair.
Yeah.
So when I mention the word dish, what I'm really saying is if you take a cross section of the ice, it's a little bit tilted like this, high on the outsides. So when John Morris played that shot, it came down and finished really hard. If he'd thrown the other turn over here by the guard, it might not finish as much. And the reason for that, we talked to Hansi, Linda, and I earlier today, and it's so dry in this building. It's unbelievably dry. We're talking like 10% humidity. The ice makers like to see 55, 65% humidity. So it's actually eating away at the ice. It's evaporating the ice. And it tends to evaporate the middle of the sheet because that's the warmest area where the most moisture is. So as this game goes along, it could get even different than that, more different. So it's more dished. So this particular shot of Kevin's, for instance, as we saw in the Holman game, will run a little straighter than the curlers expect.
And that might favor Kevin Martin a little bit because of his ice-making experience.
Whoever figures it out first, exactly.
Line's good, yeah. Line's good. Freeze it on. Yep. Line's real good. Top four. T-line. Top four. Whoa.
It's there.
Whoa,
it's all there.
Yep. Get ready, yeah.
Small freeze.
Hard.
Martin and his first skip stone. Leading 2-0 as we play in the third. One more time here. This is a big, trying to hold this line, and they'll just move it back. But his shot stone still belongs to Morris. T-line just nibbling at the button.
It's quite good. Line is good enough. That's good.
Certainly made the scoring area shrink down.
What you want to do is you want to, right here. Freeze on half of it.
Or less even, right? Even like a quarter. Or it.
Oh.
I guess half. I see what you're saying.
Right there. Top four. Top 8, top 4. I think this is the right ice right here, Jim.
Kevin's finished there because it's only the third end. I'll be interested to see if it still does that later.
No, I mean, I guess even if you bumped it more, would have been over a foot.
Top 4, top 8 there. You're thinking like
spot
a 3?
slide's nice.
I'm thinking close to a 3.
Yeah, that's what I think too. 3 seconds should be good.
This is a very precise footprint of where they want this rock to land. So they line up the yellow combination, the 4-foot. Don't leave a better tap for Kevin. Potentially get a mistake from Martin.
Mine's good.
There.
Good. Top 4.
No bounce. No bounce.
Line's good.
No bounce. No bounce. Tie.
Jim Cotter.
Yeah, we're there.
Where is it?
Little tap. Just a little tap.
Clean.
Little tap.
Oh, never. Good.
Shot.
Shot, Jimmy.
Great shot.
Jim Cotter, who played in the 2005 trials with Pat Ryan, and it is Pat Ryan, a 3-time Canadian champion, who is here and acting as his coach this week.
Okay.
Really?
You think it gets
I don't think it goes.
Yep. Hit it on the outside at all, it's not getting it.
Yeah, no, it's got to get nose, and then it should clip it.
Maybe clip it.
Yeah,
Not much else I
where'd
can
you
do anyway.
What?
Middle of the rock.
Out
turn.
Oh, okay.
This goes.
There's Pat.
I'm sure we get the one.
Yeah. Canadian Championships, 88, 89 out of Alberta, and then 94 out of BC with Rick Folk.
Turn is that, Kev?
Out turn.
Out-turn hit from Kevin Martin here. He's hoping that red one that he hits of his own ticks that other yellow.
Final stone, Kevin Martin here in 3.
Hard, guys! Hard! Back one, Dave. Whoa!
Oh, and he's got it. Wow.
Nice,
Just the wrong spot, and Kevin Martin makes you pay.
I guess as long as it touched it.
It's easy. Yeah, no good throw.
Yeah.
It is just a small mistake. Kevin is just loving that out-turn hit.
Isn't he?
He just puts the broom in the middle of the rock, up, wait, gets the brushers to hold it early, and no problem.
Really unfortunate for the Morris team, too. They just keep throwing great shots in the wrong spots. That's an inch heavier, which they could have brushed it, obviously. That shot's not there.
So Cotter will have a draw against 2 with his last. Needing a piece of the 4-foot, bite the red.
Having to take a different path, which is not the favorite thing for a last drop thrower.
T-line.
Clean it for line.
Line only.
Whoa. Where is it?
T-line.
Whoa.
T-line back 8.
Okay, just let me know if you need backing.
Back 8. Need backing.
Okay, you're clean then. Clean.
Need backing.
Clean, clean. Whoa, whoa, let it curl. Whoa.
Nope. And he'll get it in. Oh, my. That little flip inside. Coming off the stone, and by that much, Morris will get his single. Caught her fooled just a little bit.
The Beatles, on air live at the BBC Volume 2, includes 37 previously unreleased performances, now available in stores and online.
Well, there's no game on sheet D. Our game, and the only game, is on sheet C of the 4 here at the MTS Center as we welcome you back. On this Saturday afternoon, it's the men's semifinal. The Tim Hortons Roar the Rings Canadian Curling Trials. John Morris and his team get the single in 3 on Jim Cotter's stone that I'm not sure if they thought they talked about the backing, Russ, but it just caught enough and then bounced forward towards the pin, and he got enough of the 8-foot for the single point. And so here in 4, leading 2-1, Kevin Martin will once again have the last rock playing the Redstones.
It's all there right now.
Hold in.
We talk about frustration after the second end, and in both cases, second end and third end, Jim Cotter's rocks just ended up in the wrong spot. There wasn't really bad execution by anyone on the team, and once again, Kevin Martin comes up with the big shot.
Better though.
Yep. Little bounce. That's good.
Like Kevin was forced to 1 in the second end, ended up with the deuce, and he looked like he was going to give up a deuce there and ended up with the single. It's 2-point difference. And now 1 up with the brick.
I thought you had, okay, just a hair. I thought it was the same.
Whoa. Should be all there. Off, Mark.
Ben Hebert.
We're bumping. Never.
No, we don't have the line.
Bumping?
Never.
Yep, we're top 4 T-line.
I see that.
Plan B.
Good. You're by.
Oh.
Bye. We're heavy then.
Back 8 then.
Yeah, we are. We are on our own.
Yep. Back 8.
Whoa.
Back there.
Shot was called for was top 12 center line, and Hebert will go back 8 center line.
Boys. That's fast though.
Thinks maybe it's a stone, but they'll have to make that adjustment then. They picked them.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of funny you'd say that, but you know, the things change. It's warmer in here today for sure. Sometimes it's the rocks are rough on the bottom. Sometimes it'll change as the pebble wears off.
Be all there. Back 8.
Well,
Benny was happy with the speed, he thought, so it could be quicker.
Not bad, John.
clean. Whoa. Room all day.
Go back to it.
Room all
Terrell
day.
Griffith.
We can wait.
It's got a curl. Clean. Yep. Room. Whoa. Never. Sit.
They're not the same. No, I know. Yeah. It's just your first one. I thought. We're shot rock. We can feel the guards. You want to peel?
Yeah, we probably should, eh?
We're shot. Yeah.
Oh, we're shot rock.
If he makes a play around, you hit and roll away, and he's in some trouble.
I don't think we play around with this.
Straight peel.
Played so many games with so many rocks in play on such good surfaces that they've kind of thought it out 4 or 5 moves ahead, and with the advantage of last stone, they are sitting shot. This guard's the only thing that can really hurt them.
On 2 things. This is the style of play they've adopted this week for a variety of reasons, and that comfort on the scoreboard. They've already got a 1-point lead and still have the hammer. Everything's going their way, so I don't think you need to push anything right now.
Watch the line. It was getting pretty tight there.
Make sure you keep it out there.
Yeah.
2 feet less.
It's just beautiful ice when there's this late finish outside in. You can almost cheat and be a little bit wide as long as you haven't overthrown it. You brush it for a while, get off it at the hog line, it starts to make a move, and they all curl to almost the same spot.
Clean for line. Yep.
Line.
Real hard.
Cotter and Sawatsky.
Hard slut. Hard.
They caught a totally different path.
And they're going to crash all over their stone top of the 8-foot, spin off.
Yeah, it's just. It comes off a bit of a hill there, so you got to be real positive with the release.
Weight was good.
Come right off it.
It's
Weight
the
was perfect.
dish effect we talked about. Johnny's figuring it out here. He realizes the wider you go, it's more it's going to curl.
So you want to push our other one all the way over because if you
line it right up.
it's going to be a nose crotch. Yeah, you're trying to sweep ours, like get it to the side.
Yeah, you want to push our red one way over?
I'm not so worried about that. I'm just worried about making sure this comes back this way, leaving that in a dead straight line.
Okay.
This won't go over very far if it's only control.
Okay.
Try to line him up.
Control weight.
Control thick half, it looks like.
Yeah. About a half rock.
Yeah.
About.
Yeah,
Hair thicker.
With control.
Control.
That's probably max.
You know, they're so in sync. I don't think they're hearing Kevin really. I mean, it's not this arena club setting, right? He's saying it almost mimicking him. I mean, he knows that it's half a stone. Kennedy does before he throws it.
Sure, they're all smart, but the part about it with Mark as we watch this one roll, chips it the wrong way. But Mark likes to know where it should be hit. That's part of his pregame or pre-shot routine, visualizing where it needs to be hit. Not everybody wants that. Not everybody thinks that way, but you're right. I'm thinking absolutely the same. It just didn't quite work.
That's why you play those games together. And chance to run it back now. Run back double. Stick it. Sit a couple.
Just for. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
John Morris.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Right in the crotch here, might get them both. And he does, and they're lined up. Sitting 2 without here in 4.
Feel across the top.
2/3.
This is one of those ends when the guard is finally gone, we might end up with blanks because they're about to make a whole bunch of rocks disappear here. Nice double there.
Might have the right angle again for the Martin team where the triple could be on.
Yep.
David Nedwin.
Real hard. Whoa. Whoa.
1, 2, and he's got 3.
Beautiful shot, and the key was the shooter actually stayed. They played the weight that would save the rock, and it just hung on the edge of the 12.
That is David's secret. He never overthrows anything. And the triple, not that the triple's ever easy, but you have to hit it in a certain spot. But he managed to hang around. What a great shot.
The old Wernick double. Don't throw it too hard. Keep your shooter.
Just referring to the softer weight. Beautifully played.
David's wife, Heather, watching. She competed in the women's draw this week, went 3 and 4. John Morris.
Solid control. Yep.
This should curl here.
Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Clean.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa. Hard. Hard, Jimmy. Hard, 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 hard. Hard.
That's a beautiful
Yeah,
roll.
it's lovely to grab the shot stone, but it's the backing. He lays it right over on top of the Martin Rock center line, back 8.
Think of how wide that is. You aren't thinking double. You're trying to group the stones, and beautifully done.
Good shot.
Caught her right there to pick up the brush from the front end.
Raised double by Johnny, triple by David, and a perfect roll on top. And there's a chance here with the soft weight. You could hit 2/3 of this, get it by your own back when I hang on the corner.
Yep. Dig. Clean.
Yep.
Hard, Mark.
Interesting, they never let up. They knew, huh?
Hard, boys.
They said, somebody said clean, they just kept going. Kennedy and Hebert just kept going. Just kept going.
Wow.
Oh, dear. They knew right away.
Nice shot, buddy. Good shot.
It's left a double, but still that brushing to make sure it did not take out the back one was amazing.
They're sooner, but
Look at them. How much pressure is down on that brush?
I got the roll. I got the roll. Back one.
Oh. Thought it was going to roll further, John.
Big shot here for Jim. He has to nail this double here. There could be a deuce.
Yep.
Jim Cotter in his first.
Clean. Yeah. Clean.
1 and 2, and it'll back up. All right, this has been great. Wonderful shooting, both sides.
Like a dream, Jimmy, like a dream, buddy.
We were talking about the fact it looked like it might head for a blank when there were still quite a few rocks in play. It's amazing how much granite they can move.
Well, good call, man.
Nice to see them smile. Nice to see them enjoying the moment.
Clean. Oh. Ooh.
Hole mark.
Okay.
Not going to get caught.
Snared you again.
Gotta wait.
Some great shots by John Morris and his team to get themselves out of trouble, but Kevin Martin doesn't really mind this. Don't forget he blanked the first end. He doesn't mind a shortened game, and now he's got hammer and an advantage on the scoreboard. He's okay with all these rocks being blown out of the house and keeping hammer for another.
Solid reg.
Interesting they play, considering what you're saying about the ice, he's playing that out turn at this. Would you not play the in turn, maybe a little straighter turn?
Yeah, you could. But I think in this case they haven't played it, so they have played a lot of draws and a couple hits in number 2, so he knows that a little better.
And I guess when you're throwing it that weight, it's not going to take much curl anywhere.
It's moving a couple inches one way or the other. But, it's funny, a lot of the teams, most of the teams, men's teams, play that outside in a lot more often than the inside out. Just a preference.
Final stone here in 4 and looking for the blank. Kevin Martin.
Clean. Clean.
Heard Mark Kennedy say that's a nice toss. Very nice indeed. It's a blank, and you think, oh, well, ho-hum. That was a wonderful, wonderful end of curling.
I tried to kick it into the corner, I thought.
We've seen some wonderful shot making so far through the first 4 as we welcome you back to Winnipeg. It's the men's semifinal, Roar of the Rings. What was the old saying? Double your pleasure? Well, this is about tripling your fun.
It sure is. Look at this. Just hits it absolutely. That second one's so thin. Goes out at about an 89-degree angle and gets the third one.
Well, that was the second end, and now in the fourth end, it's David's turn, and this is not the big weight. Does use the brushers to make sure they can keep the line, but look at how the shooter stays after removing those yellow stones.
Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out.
Beautifully done.
Get out of there, they do. It's a wonderful ability to get yourself and your team out of trouble. So the blank in 4 means that Martin leads it 2-1, and once again here in the 5th. Kevin Martin and his team from the Savills Community Sports Center in Edmonton will have the last rock. They have the hammer, playing the red stones.
It's just a great example, though, going back to that last end of what we've been talking about. The conservative Kevin Martin, the reason he has all those blanks is he doesn't let danger accumulate. He finds a way with Mark Kennedy, usually, in that case with David as well, to get out of trouble. He doesn't mind those blanks on the board because he still has control of this game.
Wait only. Whoa. Wait only.
We're there. Top beat. Line's good. Room.
Top beat.
Line's perfect.
Better. Clean it.
Yep. Hard. Hard.
Hard, boys.
Keep going. Keep going. Okay. Sure, yes.
A little brushing error.
Second time that one's come down.
Just come down and pick,
Not really much can you do with that?
Curl twice.
You can freeze the inside of that.
I could.
Huh?
I don't mind trying.
Trying what, the freeze?
Well, does he not sit buried?
Freeze to the inside of that?
Yeah, and then they freeze to it here.
Well,
and
I meant the yellow, but... Okay, boys.
This is fine. Make him push it. Blank and 5's fine.
Back tee.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should slide good.
That goes back to what you both were saying earlier. We started off with the blank
You gotta get tight.
in one, blank in four, a shorter game. And as Mark Kennedy says, the he, being Morris, let him push.
Exactly. If you look at the scoreboard, it's 2-1. You've got the hammer. The hammer's worth 1.5. Kevin's 2.5 points ahead right now. So he's just going to go to the open side, keep it simpler. He likes the setup up front. There's not a lot of danger. There is a yellow raise, but then the second yellow raise is a short run back for this type of player. They can get out of danger here pretty easily.
I want to try to nut that one.
Okay.
Keeping the shooters not really relevant. Nut it buried's pretty nice. Just, I think just board weight.
Okay.
A straighter spot here than out wider. You saw the draws carve up like crazy, but here they're only taking about 4 inches of ice to make this.
Yep. Whoa.
Solid. Clean. Just clean.
Whoa.
Just clean.
Whoa.
Whoa, guys.
Got more than board, eh? Okay, stay close, stay close.
Watch the back one, I guess.
Watch that one. Whoa. Okay. Caught the spot again.
Didn't come up for him. Missed shot for Tyrell Griffith.
Rock's done that, eh?
Yep. Top 8.
So Martin is sitting to 2.
You let her hit that, let him freeze, peel the guard.
No.
Put some heat on it.
Yeah, I'd like to get in there first. Now you don't want them freezing that close to the pin. Well placed top 8-foot rock here, partially undercover, and Morris is going to be chasing.
It's funny because you could open it up. Again, back to the control and the ability of these players to make hits. But I think I heard someone say, put the heat on them.
Yeah, that was Benny.
They feel it a little bit. They feel a bit of pressure on Morris.
This one, I don't know whether grabbed or
I think it must have.
Hang on.
don't overlap it.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow.
And now they are slightly.
Okay, Mark.
Just picked. Nothing you can do about that.
Oh, that's a bad break. Jeez, had him just dead. Wait, was good.
Top 4.
Yeah.
Swelled this. Real nice spot here. What do you think? Probably the fastest spot. I'm going to say 75.
It's a gift, so you've got to take that gift and run with it. You've got to make this come
hit it a
around.
little bit early if you can.
Trying to make up for his first, Tyrell Griffith.
Yep, it's good.
Oh,
Hard
let's
line.
get. Whoa.
Rushers liked it out of his hand.
Clean. Little tap.
Whoa, whoa, room. Clean.
That's good.
Where is it?
Tapping.
Whoa.
Back 4, back 8.
It's heavy, boys.
It's got a curl.
Yeah, whoa, whoa, it's got to get, whoa,
Curl.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Get across that nose a bit. No, not quite.
Okay.
And we'll move it far enough. And they are shot stone without last rock, Morris.
Just back 8 foot, I think, Mark.
I find the Morris team a little quiet. I think they're believing the right judgment. They're just not giving John the information loud enough. So John's feeling like it's maybe close to the right weight, and that tapped it pretty far.
Seen something else he's not a big fan of.
Oh, I
Back 12.
Well, he doesn't like
A
those
little worried
staggered
about their
center.
intern
That's the
freeze. They're
problem.
going to be playing on the next shot.
Then you double peel, though, in your second, third, and fourth.
I don't mind the double peel. How do you make it?
Make what?
Double peel.
Our best shot might be coming in
Not right
this
now.
turn.
I meant on the next one.
He can't really do much with this other than just a draw bump, but then he's rolling out here.
Yeah.
That's not going to hurt us too bad.
So
Like,
what's
the killer
problem
shot
with
is
this
right-
one? If you make this,
Well,
then he just comes in, you're thinking?
Yeah.
It's edge on edge.
Yeah, it's edge. See a hit on the nose or bump on the nose.
Yeah. He comes in, then we've got this. How do you make the double peel if we wanted the double peel right now? Well, you hit 3/4 and spin them that way.
Yeah.
Slip.
Wow. We probably have to. I don't think we could play that. It's pretty risky.
Yeah.
Probably have to move them both that way. Cross face going that way.
It's not the worst either.
No. It's not a very good situation for the home team right now.
I don't mind the double peel.
Sure.
It's either that or your first call. But
Yeah, I wasn't going to play that anymore. I
okay.
changed.
All right, then.
Okay. Peel, Mark, cross the face.
Everybody looking at those angles, and the Martin team definitely does
Gotta hit
not
like
like
3/4.
them.
Might even spin in for a biter.
Peeking over the shoulder of Brad Gushu,
Pretty good. He doesn't have a double.
So just
gold
try to
medal
roll
winner
your
of
shooter the coffee cup here.
2006, who's here as the 5th player for Martin and their
You like center line,
longtime
or
coach,
maybe just
Jules
less?
Oucher.
Just a pinch more, Kev. Yeah.
Okay.
You also need to know the spin in these rocks. By throwing this in turn for the lefty, you're going to get better spin on the second rock.
Has for a little more ice. Nothing from the brushers. And he's going to leave the center line guard right there. And he also will leave that
I got it, Johnny.
Morris stone, as it didn't touch it on the way by.
They were hoping to hit it a little more curl and spin the shooter. Worried only about those front stones at the moment, but it sits right there.
He's throwing pretty good weight here.
Run double.
Whoa. John Morris. 1-0. It'll roll to the outside.
Sorry, boys. Wrong way.
Yeah, that wasn't very close.
No. Sorry, buddy.
Okay. Hey, Dave, let's make a good one here. Still have a bail. Sorry. Shoot.
Now think back to the stone that wasn't made perfectly by Mark. It did expose the yellow stone completely.
A soft weight tap and roll, and he ordered up the right guy for this shot.
Easy board, weight's good.
Whoa! Whoa, guys! Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Yeah. Touch it.
I'll do. Not bad. Jumping it early.
I do expect it to curl. Jumped it early, but there it's got the out turn, and because it takes the in turn on a contact, it just misses the back one. I think the brushers do anticipate that that's going to curl, and so they are on it early. Almost was costly.
Yeah, the top front ends now are reading the ice just like the skips are, and they felt with David's release it might be a soft release, and they jumped it early, and that's all it took, that little difference.
Clean up!
John Morris. They got him. Sawatsky. Griffith by the guard. 1. Oh, and he just drives it by.
Okay. 9 lives, that rock.
Okay, still in a good spot.
Never.
Once again, just goes by the back one.
Never did it by much.
No, but it's the way it's made sure.
It's curled here in the third end. And freeze. Real nice hog line.
Full keynote there?
Yep.
You gotta go for weight. Well then.
I think you're close,
Line.
Dave. I know.
Hard for line.
He's sliding good.
Hard for line. Hard for line.
When they say
Hard
go,
line.
they go. And they thought he was a little light out of his
All there,
hand.
Kev.
Hard line. Okay, you're by then. Whoa.
All there. All
Don't
there.
want to set up a double.
All there. Touch the yellow if you can.
We're definitely not. Well, let it die. Let it die. Let it
No,
die.
they don't touch the yellow at all.
No.
And they'll cover the pin.
Darn.
Just a little more positive for you. So
We just had to get on.
And nut it there.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. I think. You know what?
The weight wise.
Yeah, it's 3/4.
Regular?
It's a hair thinner than 3/4.
I'd say. Well, we ain't keeping the shooter.
True.
So, you don't need to throw peel, but I'd throw firm.
Okay.
You want to hit about thin 3/4.
Nice little chance here. It's a run double. That's not the easiest shot in the world, but when they're this close together, I'd be pretty surprised as long as Jimmy can get it by the guard. That's the real issue. He's got to graze this guard, and I don't remember rocking quite this tight. You wonder if it'll move a bit. Johnny's over curled there on the double.
Pulling back the weight just a little bit as well. More controllable.
Looks like tight ice.
Jim Cotter and his first, and they got him. Here comes that guard. Here it comes. Here comes that guard. Oh, and then he runs it just by.
Well, if you get one in there now, it's full 8 now.
Still think like you do, that was pretty tight ice to make the shot, and then the player's a tiny bit inside, and it really goes.
Jim throws kind of a soft rock that not narrow, but it just will curl a hair sooner than John's will. Less rotation.
Top 4.
You're trying to be that accurate. You got to really take all that into consideration.
Oh yeah, good speed.
Nice.
With that rock creeping up the house, that second shot is only partly in the 8-foot now, so there's a lot more room for Kevin to work.
Wrong guy to give a free draw to.
I think you're there.
Wait's there.
Okay, line only.
Yeah, line's real good.
Okay, we're all there.
Well then, where is it?
Don't want it right now.
Okay, well then.
You can go off.
Need to
Then
be
don't
off.
touch it.
We're heavy.
Really?
Where?
Yeah.
We're
back
T-line.
forward.
Let it
I
die.
think we're only T-line.
Well, let it die.
Hey, let it
trying.
stop. Let it
Trying.
stop. Let it
Well,
Well,
stop.
it's definitely buried. It's definitely buried.
It's buried.
It's trying.
It's buried.
It's trying.
Hopefully it's not exactly behind the buttonhole.
No, don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Stop, not behind the buttonhole.
No, right on the pinhole. My goodness. Everybody had a say in that one.
That is the contrast, though, between the two teams. You can hear every member of Martin's team. It's not like they're talking over one another, but it's very clear what each person is saying about line and weight.
And 8 inches.
The Brushers do a great job in letting them know, and they were right.
Sorry, boys.
T-line.
Terrible. Freeze. As flush as we can.
Kevin's got so many options, so he's got the in off on the side with a bullet weight. So this has to be not only good speed, but great line.
Playing the freeze.
Yeah, real
So not tapping it back to be shot, just to hold them to the one, you think?
At the moment, that's what they've planned, yep.
Well, I think if the line was really good, maybe crossed it somehow, you might be able to bump it. You gotta be careful bumping it too far and leaving some space.
Final stone for Team Morris.
A little bit per line. Like
Jim
to go
Cotter.
there. Line's good. White low. Room. Easy tie.
No bounce, guys.
No bounce.
Griffith.
Whoa, it's gonna curl.
Sawatsky.
Got to curl. Line's good.
Want to bring this right
Line's
down
good.
on the
Hard
face of
hit.
this. Hold the
Hard.
Martin team to
Hard.
one if
Come
they
on, get the
can.
second
Morris
one.
out there as
Goal
well.
time.
Take it right down. Lay it on the corner. Leave no space.
Jimmy. Jim.
Just a heavy drop.
Back 4.
Good shot.
Back 4 weight. Back 4 weight. T-line's there.
Yep.
All right.
Even draw weight, just about. We just got to make sure we're by this guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, try to wiggle in off it.
Just a heavy
We actually,
draw.
if we have any more than back 4 weight, it's a really hard shot.
Try to bump it back this way.
I'll get to the hole.
Maybe.
Well,
3.
not if you hit it the yellow too
Wow.
Yet another case where Jim was very close. They couldn't brush it the way they wanted because it wasn't curling.
Wow.
Now there's tons of curl here, but this is in a little tighter. Might be a hair straighter here.
Listen to the buzz in the crowd. Final stone
T-line.
in
Okay, well
5. He
done.
leads
Done
2-1.
Get ready.
Get ready, Hebert.
Back 4.
Get ready, Kennedy.
Hard.
Netherwin calling line.
Hard.
Here they go. They got it. Got to come through the hole. Got to get by the stone. Top 10. Got to get by the guard first, and they can't.
Might have got 3.
You might have gotten 3, indeed.
Sorry,
It'll
boys,
be
head down
just
first.
the one. Kevin Martin missing his last 2 men's semifinal. Tim Hortons, Roar of the Rings, Canadian Curling Trials. The reigning Canadian champion, Brad Jacobs. He's waiting. He'll play one of these 2.
The 2013 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by World Financial Group, creating a better tomorrow for families today. WFG.
We opened with a blank. Kevin Martin got his deuce, and now they've traded singles. But that fifth, Kevin Martin, that close to getting more than just one. His third, David Nedwin, is with Ryan.
Dave, I know it's always big when you guys can score a 2, but how close you guys were to 3 there in the 5th inning?
Oh, that was actually pretty close. If we get by the top guard with sort of back 4 weight, then it's definitely a 3-ender. But you know what? We got our 1 point and we're 2 up after 5 ends, and really that's a great position.
You've played against Kevin for many years. What's it like now playing with him, considering how he's played this week? His draw weight's been phenomenal.
Everything's been phenomenal, and truthfully, playing with him right now is just a treat. You watch him throw, and you know everything is so close. He's been the most successful curler for a long, long time, and this week he's showing why.
Tell us about your game.
You know, I feel really great right now. Confident in how I'm throwing. We're really happy at the ice. We've got good stones, and so far I'm getting good results. So, you know, my goal is to make sure that Kevin's got some easy shots along the way, and hopefully I can keep doing that.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
3-1 on the scoreboard. What do the statistics say?
A little surprised when you look at Kevin Martin and see 67% for draws, but they haven't played too many. Brilliant on the draw side for John Morris, except the one thing that's cost the Morris team is just a little bit of rock positioning, an inch here or there. It truly has been a game of inches in the first half.
The numbers after 5 are brought to you by Tim Hortons, Canada's favorite coffee. John Morris down by a couple, and he'll have the last rock when we come back.
The 2013 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. By M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best. And by Capital One, what's in your wallet?
It's against 2. It's for the loss if he doesn't make this.
Just tap this to the lid like that. Off of one. Look at this. Brad Jacobs.
By the guard. Make contact on the red. How far can they move it?
Very nice.
Far enough for 3.
That's a great shot.
Undefeated. First team ever in a trials to go through without a loss. Brad Jacobs, the reigning Canadian champions, are into Sunday's final. You'll see it beginning at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time against either Kevin Martin or John Morris. Kevin Martin with the 3-1 lead as we welcome you back to the MTS Center here in Winnipeg. Curling taking over the MTS this week, forcing the Jets on the road for 6 games. They'll wind up their road trip tonight as they play in Tampa. They'll be back Tuesday to play St. Louis, and they'll be home almost the rest of December.
Probably top 8.
Top 12.
It'll be John Morris that does have the last rock, playing the Yellowstones here in 6.
Yeah, definitely there.
Good shot.
Only a fraction deep on his first one. We all know it's a wee bit quicker after 5 when they go with the chamois brushes, the 6-foot brush, and the ice makers, usually there's 2 of them. They go around and around and around to keep the any buildup of frost. In this situation, there isn't frost for miles.
Actually, no,
there's just no humidity, but that could warm the surface up a shade, and Benny slipped a little deep, and that could come in handy for Johnny Moe.
As we look at this now, because it just came to me actually.
Wow,
yeah, I know.
Welcome back.
We're waiting for this one.
Well, no, because we often talk about placement of guards, and I have no reason to doubt you, and we've seen it. It curls more outside in. So where do those guards have to be to take maximum advantage of both? Maybe a straight spot or the curl.
If it stays straight, you're not going to be guarding the edge of the 8-foot like this. You're right, Vic. You're going to bring them in a little tighter and try and get it so that you get maximum curl to that spot. And even maybe play from the outside on occasion.
Yeah, I like that, Linda. Maybe move the guard in closer to the center line and go the wide side, go around that yellow one on the right-hand side, and it'll warp in at the end.
So maybe covering full 8 foot.
Exactly, or maybe
maybe an edge of 4.
closer to the 4, exactly.
Light board.
Pretty good though, wasn't it?
I'm kind of shocked.
Yeah, geez.
It was almost brilliant.
Almost, yeah.
I won't give you that.
Yeah.
I was kind of interested to see which John would call. Right now, Rick Swatsky is at 95%, and Ty Griffiths is seconds at 75%. So Rick is definitely having a great game. And back to the management of players, I was sort of interested to see if you would have Rick play the freeze in the center and leave the other shot, maybe a simpler shot for Ty. But goes with the smart call of the come around, and he has it again.
Yeah. Top tee.
Slide's good down here, Ty.
That slide's real nice.
Mid-70s.
75 to 80.
Down by a couple with last rock here in 6. John Morris, does he have to play this way right now, Russ? Does he have to ignore those stones, those Martin stones?
He could bump them back for sure, but respecting the hitting ability of the Martin team, it's tough to weld one in there. But you could bump the red wall back and make a bit of a tougher shot. But here's the problem I think the teams are going to have that are trying to catch up. Whoa.
Well, just keep him on him.
Well, there are 2 ways in this case to manage that curl. You could do it by moving the broom around and moving the stone around. You could get your player to throw a different release. However, if the player isn't used to doing that, for example, what we've talked about previously with David Nedwin, who has a soft release, suddenly you're not going to get a player who throws a positive release to soften it if they haven't tried it. But a little out in would help get the curl there if you needed it.
Absolutely. The other problem with that coming around the corner, and Ty just demonstrated and nearly threw it through. Because it's straighter, there's a little less friction, a little less travel time. He nearly put it through. That's usually, historically, in arena conditions, the fastest spot in the building.
Clean. Halfway. 2/3.
Okay, it's going to
Heard
curl
Johnny
lots.
say after the shot, say, remind him that's a quick spot.
Clean to stop. It's going to over curl. Clean. Clean. Just clean. A shot.
Mark.
Is that you? There were some ice chips that just came off his rock when he threw, eh?
Definitely not.
You get to this with hack would be real nice.
Yeah, they'll need to
I like
clean
that,
it
Ty.
up. Sure, probably. Not right after the shot.
This hack.
Hack weight. Tough shot. It's not a pile of curl in this area either. Tick the guard's not too bad. You'd have a couple of guards unless you line up a double. Soft weight required here.
Hack.
Yep. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Yep. Hard. 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 Clean. Clean. Hard. 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 Oh, whoa. Hard. Whoa. It's over the top. Yep. 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 Get over. Get over. Get over. Is it over?
Oh. Thought it might miss the yellow.
I didn't realize. I thought it was over the top. Yeah. Just touched it.
Oh, another little slight bad break on a wonderful shot.
Just nibbled it.
Real nice weight.
That yellow one is in. It changes all the rules here for Martin.
Control weight, Dave. Hit and roll.
What do you say?
Control? Yeah. Control or buried.
All right.
Beautiful shot by Ty, though. Nice soft weight. Those are tricky in those
Little
big
less,
games.
Okay, it's still curl a bit.
It's going to curl a bit?
Just out.
A little
All
bit,
right.
yeah. Not as straight as the other side.
Lots of weight, Kev.
Okay.
David
Little
Nedwin.
firm.
Whoa then. Close. Whoa.
Stay close here, Benny. Looks good. Hard, 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 hard. Hard, guys. Go, 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 go.
And the roll not quite underneath, but sitting the 3 without last rock here in 6. Well, coming up tonight, it's the World Sledge Hockey Challenge gold medal game from Toronto. Coverage gets underway at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, TSN 2. For the third year in a row, the fourth time in 5 years, it's going to be Canada against the United States in the World Sledge Hockey Challenge gold medal game.
Solid. Big board.
Solid.
Up. Lead.
Wow.
Up. Whoa.
John wants to hang around here.
Whoa. Come up.
Okay. They'll jam it at the back.
Okay, guys, let's bury him here.
They can't hold the shooter.
Probably closer to that.
Let's go. Make for that.
Considering the hit and roll off that Yellowstone, if it would have stopped, is this in fact better that it rolls away, or does that give him the free one in?
They're trying to score some points, so I think he wanted to stay in the paint, and Kevin has to deal with it. Now we have what they call a freebie, a free run to draw around, and this is where it can get really dicey for the Morris team. David locks one in, top four buried. It's going to be tough for Cotter to get in there and even score.
I'm thinking, okay, I think I just don't want to oversleep.
That was a huge mistake by John.
Yeah. Go ahead.
He had to try and stick in the rings and
Line's
hit it
real good.
more
Go ahead.
straight back.
Try to get 4 foot.
Tight guard.
Tight guard. Well, keep it coming.
Whoa, dragging it, getting it as much as they can out of this stone, and wow,
I don't know what to do with it. Yeah.
There's a break now for Morris.
It's the first big mistake by David. He's had some rollouts, but nothing very costly. That could be costly.
Hair. Yeah, that should be good.
Great game we play, isn't it? Wonderful sports. Yeah.
It sure is for us watching.
Actually, let's go intern.
Changes
A lot
the
easier. Yeah, it's a lot easier.
the situation here for sure. I like John changed
Just,
his mind here.
Edge of 8.
You can see the outturn is on the right-hand side come around is a much tougher shot than the intern. They haven't played this side since the break, so this could be a little cooler now. Could be a little bit slower.
Thanks, Kev.
Right.
Rushers have to be aware of this
right
coming
there.
down as it gets over the hog line.
Okay, boys, let's make this one good. Top button. Gotta be a piece of the white here.
It's all there.
It's all there. Back 4.
Whoa, then.
Right down to shot stone at the
Back 4 at least.
back edge of the button.
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly.
Stay close.
Line only. Never.
Getting better. Right off. Get better.
Never.
No.
Just above the.
Yep.
Just top
easy,
button.
Easy.
Shot.
All on its own. Top half of the buttons available, though.
What's that? I got 70 on that. No, I know. It's just. I'm too heavy. Great shot. Good shot, John.
They got a 370 split, which is way heavy, maybe back 12-ish. But as I pointed out, they haven't played that side. Don't forget they had about a 10-minute break. So that side's cooled off a little bit, and that came down beautifully, and he walked it into the perfect spot. Kevin's got room, though.
Thought you were there. What do you think, Kev?
I think it's really good.
Think you're all there?
Okay,
He
well
liked it.
Line's
He
real
likes
good.
it out of his hand.
Back 4.
Whoa, no bounce.
So it's a far nothing
Line's
though
real
from
good.
Kennedy or Ebert.
Yep.
Perfect line.
Where is it?
Hard, keep the angle.
Yep.
Hard!
Try to bring this down now, right on the face. Try to choke this off here. Try to hold Morris to the single. Bring it down, right on the nose, right on the face. Shot stone still belongs to Morris.
That could have been real good.
I don't know if he could have got shot anyway.
Good with that. Good weight call, though. Bang on.
Compliment to that front end again of Kennedy and Ebert. Great weight call.
Set him up for a 3.
I really had the finish at the end that the other one didn't
See how
have.
Johnny's curled there?
Keep that
He's
angle.
full. Kevin wasn't. Just came off a shelf. But he was there on his own.
Then we'll never have a shot for 2.
Well, we have an angle up there for 3. So right there.
But this will spin off. No, I don't mind
yeah, I
it.
think.
Okay, you can afford like a. If we're here, we're dead though. Like we're getting one.
Yeah.
I think we got to. Because we do this, just with T-line, just upset this a hair. We got the angle with Hack, which he'll guard. Then we got that, right?
Okay.
Sort of not pointing to the guard when he said we have that, as far as a possible last shot.
With, I think, T-line. Okay. T-line weight, Swat.
Bump it.
Spectacular shot by Martin, but he's upset about it. And the reason why is if this gets jiggled a little bit and the yellow one stays on that top corner, he moves the second yellow to a little bit of space, you might see Jimmy come in this way and score 3. If he can just loosen that yellow-red freeze, stay on the corner, Kevin probably has to guard it. Still a great shot by Martin, though. It's curled a little more, would have been even worse. Just he was deep with his weight, but he actually over-curled it somehow. I think the danger with these, the way to screw up a good end is throw this heavy, and it's this spot's starting to get a little keener. And you ever bounce open, Martin will have a double.
So far, as I say, Jim Cotter's freezes have been just that inch off with the wrong angle.
Cotter's first on the way.
That's good. Yep.
Gotta go above it.
Whoa, yep. That line's perfect. Whoa.
Looking for that little bit of separation. And then he just spills off the side, off the corner.
Wow, once again.
And now that. Can you touch
the
two yellows?
Today or what?
Oh, yeah.
Got to start getting an inch at one point this game.
That's all he's been, as Morris suggests, an inch off.
We always used to say the wrong side of the inch, and they proved it all day today. Like, that's just a spectacular shot. That's just lethal where that stopped. The speed was fine if it curled a little more, and they're just not on the same page.
No, there still isn't the communication. I don't hear them having that conversation that we do here with the Martin team.
Shoot, threw it perfect.
Jimmy's been unbelievable, but he's not getting the results at the far end.
Bad side would be doing this and not getting either one out, and then having a double for 3.
Yeah.
Right.
Almost have to throw a hack.
Got to throw enough that we're gonna get it out, but we got to get the nose in. That's critical.
So even back line. Gee whiz.
Not easy. You have to get the nose, or else you throw the guard.
Who's won right now?
Well,
they're one, but boy, what a tough shot for 2, and they can't use this anymore. So they could give us 2 just as easy as getting.
If you make the shot, Kevin, with back line, sit here, spin it out, is he not just going to have a pretty easy slash?
Oh yeah,
for
2. Unless if I don't get this out. If I don't get that out.
Well, I'm just thinking you're probably moving that, and this one's probably coming to here, so it's for 1. But isn't he got an easy shot for 1 anyways? So
well,
guard it.
If we make it perfect and move him to there.
Yeah, I guess if you rolled it right here.
Do we need to play this fancy shot? That's the thing the guy's got to consider here. Even if I rub the guard, though, it's a tough deuce.
Oh, yeah, for sure it is.
Yeah. Are you playing it to move the 2 or just to hit it on the nose?
No, you may as well, if you're doing it, you may as well play to rub this a hair.
Okay.
But nose is not bad.
Okay. I don't mind it.
Okay.
I like it. Okay.
Yep. They're worried about the shooter rolling open, but I think he can make that double. I think he can crease that back one just enough. Even if you move it 3 inches. It's going to be a very tough scoring opportunity.
Don't want to be
Morris.
wide on this. We wrap the guard. He's got a really tough deuce.
He's got the nose for 2.
That's why we can't roll unless we're going to get the yellow.
Just through the house.
Straight back though, Russ. If he bangs it right on the nose, probably doesn't touch it. He just has to hit it off center a little bit, right?
Exactly, and they certainly don't want to hit the top yellow one incredibly thin and take out their own. So he's trying to get almost to the nose.
Ron Morris, the ever-positive Morris. No worries, man. To Gene Cotter. Final stone for Kevin Martin here in 6.
Can't take ours. Can't take ours.
All about the line. Here they got him. All about the line. Just touch that yellow like that and move it back.
Overcall, right? They did leave the red shooter.
Kevin Martin goes away unhappy.
Take ours.
Just watch where that rock that's sliding into the house goes, makes the contact with the 2 yellows, but the shooter stays top 4 and leaves an angle that wasn't there before.
For the first time, Martin's had a little bit of a bad break. Any thinner, the shooter rolls out of the way. There's no double. Any thicker, he makes the double. And now he's set a pocket up here for Jimmy with a...
Yeah, just wicked ours or we're laughing, yeah. Forget to
curl
clean
a
them
hair
for a
more.
second shot in the back.
Yeah.
Right here. Yeah, it's about Thin, it's half right, thin half.
Throwing the out. Out turn.
It's about a thin half, Jim.
Looks a little thicker to me than that. Cause you don't want to get the back. You might get lucky at the backside of that and catch that catcher there, but you don't want to miss this narrow on your own.
You don't get many chances against the likes of Kevin Martin, and they've got a chance now. Boy, he's really pitched this. It's a chance for two to tie. Griffith, Sawatsky got him. 1-2, and tie game.
Nicely done.
Yeah, you hit just half. You hit just missing. Thick half.
He's throwing him well and finally gets the break he needs.
1, 2, and 2 go on the board. Here in 6. Morris Martin for a spot in the final. 4 to play.
To go and represent Canada, but also Winnipeg and Manitoba, and to go as an Olympian would be incredible. We feel very proud to be Manitobans, so to go and represent our city and our province and our country would be a dream come true, and we know that we have the support of everybody that lives here, and that's really special.
I remember watching Sandra Schmirler in the '98 Olympics, and to know that we played a sport that was part of the Olympics was pretty cool. And I mean, at that point I was 10 years old and I was still pretty young in the sport, but to have an opportunity to represent your country at the pinnacle of sport is just, it's an amazing feeling to know that we have the chance at that, and I just want to get out there and play.
And get out there they will tonight, 7:30 Eastern Time. It'll be the women's final. The winner going and wearing the maple leaf in Sochi, Jennifer Jones, will be playing at home. This will be the Jones home tonight. Sherry Maddow coming in, and what a run she's had, having to come through the tiebreaker through Chelsea Carey, then beating the reigning Canadian champion Rachel Holman in the semifinal. And so it is. Maddow against Jones tonight, 7:30 Eastern Time.
Shot.
Morris gets his 2. Couple of cracks, though, in that Martin game plan.
Well, bump it out.
Morris gets the deuce to tie it at 3, and here in 7 it will be Kevin Martin that has the last rock, playing the Redstone.
You know that Kevin Martin wants the hammer at 8. You know absolutely he's trying to keep this open, so after the center guard is positioned, Kevin Martin draws open. So now John Morris tries to put one at the back of the house. Now, folks, that was actually supposed to go to the back of the house because he's trying to bait Kevin into some quiet shots and see if he can't force that single.
That's true, because you know that Kevin knows that John knows exactly what Kevin knows. Yeah. And he wants to blank this end.
There's no secrets among these players.
These are tough as an athlete. You see it in the 9th end all the time when the team without hammers tied. And they go, let's force them to 1, and you end up giving up a 3. John has to be a little careful here not to let the Reds build up.
Roll it. Sorry, Ty. Good throw.
Trying to remain positive with Terrell Griffith.
Control.
We're excited about in the new year being in Banff for the Travelers All-Star Curling Skins game. We'll have the draft show plus the game themselves. Now, you have a chance to vote on the players who participate. Go to tsn.ca to vote. You can vote until midnight tomorrow Eastern Time. Midnight tomorrow Eastern Time. Kennedy will roll it over. So here are the top 6 vote getters so far. They're alphabetical, not in order of votes so far. Familiar names. Ben Hebert, of course. Mark Kennedy's there. A couple of names from Brad Jacobs' team. When you look at the thirds and skips, Brad Goujon, Brett Gallant, Kevin Martin. So you'll have until midnight tomorrow Eastern Time to vote for the top 4 at each position that'll appear in the Travelers All-Star Curling Skins game in Banff in the new year.
Good shot.
Oh, what a beauty by Tyrell.
For a moment, it looked like he might have left it too long. It really started to curl.
You know what? You got to feel good.
Throw it
Just
back.
feel good for him. I mean, he struggled a little bit, and this one, he just saw him. You hold your breath, I'm sure, and full credit to John Morris too, who's been remained very positive with him.
Good hack.
Okay, hold it.
Mark Kennedy.
Real big hack.
Yeah,
Oh,
board.
okay.
Close. Heavy.
No, no,
Stay close.
no.
Ben. Ben.
I don't know. Nothing we can do with that one.
No double there.
I'm not sure who they were trying to convince because the rocks are side by side.
Shoot. Throw this one through.
Certainly feel a change in the game. It was all Kevin Martin for the first part of the game, momentum, and the breaks really going their way. And then last in that break that John Morris got.
Bang.
Shot.
David rolled out.
Is that control?
First end in the spot.
We're in the beak.
Bit straighter now. Pebbles worn down. Needs to hang around with that center guard looming there.
The team got a little frustrated with David last in. First time he probably got a 0, at least in our minds, by throwing a come around short. Got them into a bit of trouble. So it'd be good if you can make both of them this end.
Hurt. You're on a roll, Barry. No roll, no roll. Good. Just board.
Half a stone.
Another catch.
Johnny would like to roll
Just board
buried.
this time, boys.
Kevin didn't want it buried. He doesn't want to play behind the guard because then it's a series of freezes. You can't blank the end. John can't try too hard to roll too far. You have to hang around here.
Good board. Nice board.
Easy.
Ball.
Nice board.
Clean.
Nope.
Ball.
Nope.
Clean.
John Morris.
Whoa, up,
Whoa.
up.
As we play in 7.
Nose.
Clean, clean, clean.
No roll. Sits right there on the nose. You said it's getting a little straight.
Yeah, all ice when the rocks are this condition with the rough running edges, they grab the pebble. Once the pebble wears off, you're not going to get nearly as much curl, and that's the adjustment for all these athletes as to what is it doing now, not what it was doing an hour ago.
Yep.
Martin would like to play this out, a whole bunch of nose hits and a blank.
Hurt. Wait a minute. Have to roll it a little bit.
There's definitely tension on the ice. It's a bit of a waiting game, and one exchange of hits. Nobody's giving as far as the rolls go.
John's board.
Yep. Yeah, John's board.
It's a tough spot too. It's straight, but you don't want to cut down the ice and roll out. So you're inching it over a little bit to try and get the roll, or cutting the weight back a little bit.
Good board. Clean. Yep. Real hard time.
Fourth stones.
Hard.
Griffith, Sawansky. If they can hang this on this corner, if they can hold the line, they might get this kind of roll. And Will spin and sit back edge on the floor out in the open.
If you roll it.
Good sweep.
Kevin's dodging the bullet here so far.
Yeah.
Only one more try to roll behind.
Board.
This one will be, if it's in this spot here, it'll be dead straight.
Yeah.
Well, not dead straight, but be more like that until we just.
This is that spot I talked about earlier, edge of 4 to middle of 8 is probably the straightest spot to play a hit right now, and was yesterday.
Solid board. Off. Whoa, whoa. Be close, guys. Whoa. Whoa. No.
Close.
Clean.
Yep.
Clean. Yep.
Wait a minute. You can.
Roll away.
I got it. Hard.
Chuck up.
Board.
The finish on that last hit was really all hog line in, and that makes the line call a little tougher.
John has to hear it from the front end exactly what speed's been thrown at him. He hit it in the desired spot. These are always tough when you're crossing it. Sometimes you hit it thin, it'll spin. You hit it thick, it won't go at all. Tough roll.
Last reminder, of course, to Cotter was this is going to be dead straight.
Close. Whoa.
Wow. Clean.
No. Close. Whoa. Whoa, close.
Trying to get that roll in behind the center guard. One more time. Flip it over. And they'll get it there. Back of the button. Jim Cotter, one last chance. Makes it good.
Great shot, buddy. Peach.
If you take away the fact that he's had those rocks that have been on the wrong side of the inch, he has been brilliant.
He's been unbelievable. You're absolutely right, Linda. Look at this.
Great shot, Jimmy.
Hole in that's played wide open. You get your last rock finally to roll, and you can force the single.
How's that for buried?
A few bear traps will get it out. This bear hook should get in there, though.
As you say, this was the crucial 7th, and Kevin Martin would have liked nothing more to get out of this with a blank.
Line's fine.
Get the hammer in the even ends, but now he's got to draw down and put a stone on the lid.
Yep. Line's perfect. Yeah. Hard. You can go right hard.
Stay on it.
You can go hard.
Stay on
You
it.
can go right to it.
Good throw.
He covers the pin for a single. Kevin Martin gets one, but that all-important last rock now goes to Morris at 8. You're outside playing some hockey. Better bundle up here in Winnipeg. It is very cold. Don't miss the 2-hour season finale of The Amazing Race. It all starts tomorrow at 8, 7 Central on CTV. Okay, that's what I need. That's what I need. I'll get the stick later. We welcome you back. 4-3, Kevin Martin. Here in 8, John Morris will have the last rock. He has the hammer playing the Yellowstones. The winner through to tomorrow afternoon's final.
Yeah, I think so, Ty.
Against the reigning Canadian champion.
Mine's good. A little bit light, though.
Just half.
It's been a terrific game.
Hard, Ty.
A little surprised to see the same corner being played. We had the discussion the last time we came this way in 6 about the curl. I think if they're going to play it in the same place, they're going to have to think about changing the broom to get around it.
I think I brought that up.
Oh, yes, that one brilliant moment. We have to remember that one.
Ben Hebert.
I thought we were
A
good.
little longer corner this time. We'll give him a little more time to get it buried, but you're right, Linda. That's a tough spot there.
Line's good.
Line's good, guys. Get it there.
Right here. Mark.
Get in there, Mark. Head down,
Tight to
head down, head down, head down, head down.
Tight to center. Good.
Throw. Super,
Nice
guys.
shot. Beauty.
That same thing, eh? Back ring. Try to get to here. If you clip it, it's fine. Just back. Back 8. Back
Tough
4.
shot. Good call. As long as you miss it tight, you tick the guard, you maybe roll in the rings, you have 3 corner guards, and you get it by, you move that backward out of that dangerous position.
Wait only.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Back 4. Room.
Rick's
Roll,
watch.
clean.
Clean.
Whoa, room, roll. Back 4, back
Clean.
8. Clean, yep.
Clean it.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, yep. Hard. Great shot.
Boy, Linda, he has played well, hasn't he?
He's been brilliant.
Ever played well.
Tough 8.
Such a big stage for these guys. You know, you expect the Martin team to play well, but what a wonderful performance.
They seem very relaxed. I think it is partly the John Morris influence. He's very relaxed himself. He can tend to get a little intense, and that might make someone nervous, but I'm very impressed with Morris in this game.
Well, he certainly was more intense at the pre-trials 3 weeks ago in Kitchener, but that was all the pressure of the moment to get here. And ever since,
Line's good. Line only. Still there. Line
he's
only.
been
Still there. Still there.
much calmer. John Morris.
Right. Yeah, we are.
Keep curling.
Okay.
What? Good sweep, guys.
Little things, huh? Little things not for
Just
Kevin
halfway.
Martin right now.
Yeah.
It's not there.
Same way you threw a couple ends ago. Just an easy hack. Should be nice. Yeah. Nice here.
Again, easy hack means if you go by everything, the rock's lost, so you have to miss this tight.
Big.
Yep. Hard line.
Big. Whoa. That's away. Bump.
Earl Griffith had a couple
Where
of
is it?
Bump.
Bumper.
good stones
Clean.
in that
Yep.
seventh to
Yep.
force
Hard.
Martin to
Hard.
take his
Yep.
single,
Hard. Gotta roll it. Roll
get it by the guard,
Roll it.
and we'll spill it out the back and roll to the edge of the 8.
And that was more weight than they called for, but luckily it was a smart release and inside motion because he knew he could be tight. But once they got that information to Johnny, he managed to call the sweeping perfect.
Keep it straight like early.
By the guard tighter than he wanted, but because of that extra weight, he got the roll.
Nice.
Well, been a lot of
Why not? It can still be above the
press
tee.
He
for
can't hit and roll
Earl
in, eh?
Griffith.
I don't know what it helps. Well, I guess if you absolutely make it absolutely perfect. Anywhere else, though, and it doesn't help us.
Yeah, whatever you like.
He freezes here. I guess we could freeze back.
Benny, don't you think
Plays
we
the
gotta hit
hack.
that thing?
Okay, I'll buy in. Control.
All three at the
Let's make
hack
him
wanted
run
to
it.
play the hit, and they were
Yeah.
just holding their breath. With Kevin, you offer it once, you don't sell it. He's a smart guy, and he does take their recommendation this time.
She might have one of the best hitters in the world here, so the hit and roll is possibly made here.
As he said, he'll buy in this time.
Whoa. Whoa, guys.
Close. No. Whoa.
No roll. No roll.
Good. Okay.
What?
Come here.
Same weight. Same shot.
Okay.
Want to roll to about right here.
Do you want hack or
Yeah, just
board?
hack though, Ty.
Okay.
Little hair less.
Reconfirming the first one was a little deep with the weight. Only seeing half a stone. You have to be pretty soft with the speed here. Hack would be max, I would think.
Good hack.
Whoa.
He wanted
Here
soft
left.
hack, and the first thing out
Outside
of
one.
Rick Sawatsky's mouth was
Yep.
good hack.
He flared the
skinny
release a little bit. Plan B.
It's curling too much.
And it'll
Or Johnny, go.
roll away and spin out. Does enough, though, to push the Martin stone through as well.
Hack.
Hack, yeah.
Could have played the
opportunity
city
there.
double, so it's going to take it after.
Should curl, right?
Be nice. Yeah.
As the pressure increases,
In the
often
sixth
so
man,
does the
fine.
leg
Same shot
drive
as Kevin's,
without
right?
you even
Oh, for
knowing it.
sure.
And I think even though Ty was fighting that, he slid out still a little bit heavy, and then the flare didn't help.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Shot
yeah.
stone center line. Top 8 foot. And as soon as he let it go, they picked him up. Here they go. Kennedy, Hebert, here comes that center guard. Here they go again. Saved it again.
Good job, you guys.
Oh, you bet. Great job, you guys.
Good job, Mark.
One of the few
Good shot,
teams in
Dave.
the
That's the way to
world
throw
that
it.
really does
Dave.
manage curl
Nice.
with brushing. You can't always do
Yeah, you
it.
had room.
They make such a huge difference in what this path is like.
Yeah, no, that's the way to throw it on that spot. For sure.
I thought also a smart throw by David. That was pretty straight there, and his just go a little more.
Nice hack.
Yep.
Solid hack.
Yep.
Yeah. Hard, guys.
So now it's Griffith and Shawanski.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Trying to get this
whoa,
little
whoa, whoa, whoa,
bit of a
whoa.
roll underneath if they can. Roll it off. Sit right there.
Johnny's just not believing that spot. It just is so straight around the corner.
Toss. Just real gradual. I don't like that corner guard spot in there anymore. It's too straight.
Oh, you'll be almost above it. Yeah.
We don't like to say I
Been
told
on
you
it too, I
so.
Is that you hair tight or didn't do that?
Is it board?
Yep, board weight.
Good board.
Yep.
Yep.
Hold it.
Hard, guys.
Hard. Don't want to jam the back. Hard, hard, hard.
There is
Don't
a
wanna jam the
stone
back.
just outside the rings.
Jeez.
And they did. They did. Will that little biter now come into play? Morris
Tough one,
does
Dave.
have last rock here at 8.
Just a hair less.
I just think David needs a hair more ice. Everything's just a hair tight, and obviously it's his release, but you can help him out with giving him an inch more. Kevin's so used to throwing it clean and getting those brushers to hold them.
Yesterday, I thought there was a couple of times that David actually was asked about the ice and helped out, and that may be what you have to do today.
Morris.
Hard. Hard, 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 hard.
1. And will it sit? He's got the deuce if it sits. Oh, spin back, and oh, maybe not. They're going to have a look.
Jeez, did that ever spin for John? A great double. It just kept spinning and spinning and spinning.
I think I might have been brushing it. Sometimes you can get it to spin harder back in if you keep it going.
Oh, what a huge
Hack weight edge button.
bad break for Johnny there. Nice double.
Yeah. Just a little bit thick on the top one, which spills it up.
Well, he called off.
And so often we see a spin back, and nothing this time.
Well, encouragement.
Didn't come backward. Listen, who am I to question the ability, but I wonder if you could just pull the weight back a little bit to make that shot.
Yeah, good point. Absolutely.
Just through.
It's these rocks again, Vic. It's unbelievable how far they will travel.
Hard. Hard, guys.
Hard. Should hold it.
Hard. Hard.
Trying to come all the way down to that stone at the
Really
back
hard.
edge now.
That's the guard, too. Keep going. Stay on
Get it by. Oh, no.
Hey, sorry, guys. I didn't.
Might get this half buried too.
And it looks that'll spin back, but not quite behind.
Okay, just a hair light.
No, it would have been through the house. Oh, yeah.
Not really.
Hit a half rock.
I mean, you're not throwing to bump it an inch.
Yeah, weight was good.
Bump
Just
it out of the
curled more than I thought. We can roll out. That gives them.
Interesting. Kevin thought the weight was good. Front end thought he was a little light.
Have to go early.
No,
Imagine if that nibbler was in. Probably would have hit it though.
Great game by both fourth rock throwers.
And just a surprise on the spread for Kevin. We told you about his draw percentage during the week being so high, and that has been a struggle. I think for everybody it's just been a little bit off, but Jim Cotter has come through with some huge shots so far.
It would have been close to
Player
half.
numbers are brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
not all bad for Kevin Martin here. You can edge on edge at most. We're right behind it, and we saw Terrell's track here a little bit. Anything deep here, you can run this right onto your back yellow. You certainly don't want to wreck either at this point in the game.
Solid hack.
Well,
Solid.
Where is it?
Solid hack.
Well, looks like board.
Yeah, we're big.
Oh, board.
Close.
No, no.
Big. Close.
Yep. Got it.
Good shot, Jimmy.
Well done to sit the 2.
Shot.
They wanted to nose, maybe even slightly inside, but once they knew they didn't have it, the audible was roll it away from that center guard. That's the out for Kevin Martin. Roll behind this center guard.
So now he's trying to do exactly what Jim Cotter did with his last stone in 7. Get that perfect roll in behind cover.
Not roll under.
Yeah, I hear you. 7-8, so he has to.
So if he plays that, then we got the same.
We got either the in-turn tap or the out-turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Board.
Final stone, Kevin Martin here in 8. He leads 4-3.
Oh.
Stay
Close.
clean. Oh.
Oh.
Clean.
Close. Yep. Yeah.
Thriller.
Trying to hold this angle now. They want this little flip.
Oh,
He wants to flip, and it
Nice.
jumped on him and went too far.
Should run nice.
It's been a tough end for the Martin team, and as far as sticking together as a team, because there's been a lot of little mistakes, line call, weight, a lot of frustration.
Those are tough. I think I had a hair more weight than David expected, so
Yeah,
it's
just
going
board,
to
Jimmy.
bounce
Should
up a
run
little
nice
farther.
and true here.
Good board.
Clean. Yep.
Final stone, looking for a couple.
Hard.
Yeah.
Clean.
Griffith Sawatsky cleaning it in for 2. Morris here in 8. And for the first time in the game, John Morris will take the lead.
Did you guys check the range before the spiel?
Well, put a stick on this. I think both teams felt the one was out that spun up earlier, but you might as well have a look.
I've seen worse. The button gets the hole for the button where the measure goes in is drilled in a slightly off space, or the rings are slightly out. You never know.
What a huge point, though, this would be.
Good idea to measure.
Oh, this is a gathering. Look at this. Everybody over top now. Oh. Out. It is 2. Morris.
It's now time for the M&M Meat Shop's Final End Challenge. After this game, go to www.finalend.ca and enter the secret word for a chance to win an all-expense-paid trip or 2 to the 2015 Tim Hortons Briar. Prize includes tickets to the Briar, hotel, and airfare. The first 100 entries will have a chance to win a $50 M&M gift card, and all participants will get an M&M discount. So go to finalend.ca.
Wearing the maple leaf in Sochi, representing Canada at the Olympics, would be the pinnacle of all sport. It's really tough to not think about, and the fact of the matter is we need to kind of park that thought, because we're still a long ways away from it. We need to go out and perform well, and hopefully, you know, at the end of Sunday's game, we get to wear that maple leaf one more time, because we want it really bad.
The reigning Canadian champions from Sault Ste. Marie, Brad Jacobs, waiting. It's a long wait, too, for them, having played yesterday morning. So it's been keeping themselves busy. One story that's come out now that Ryan Hart, their lead, has hurt his knee a little bit. Hurt it in the swimming pool at the hotel. It was a little swollen prior to the game, the last round robin game, but he played through it. This time off, though, is a benefit. So they're waiting to see who they will play tomorrow afternoon, 2:30 Eastern Time, the final, men's final of the Roar of the Rings Canadian Curling Trials.
Okay, line's good.
So John Morris gets the deuce in that all-important 8th. And now here, with a 5-4 lead, Kevin Martin will have the last rock, playing the Redstones in 9.
Jimmy, all you at the end. It's got to curl big time.
Wait as long as you can. One thing we know about Kevin Martin, and in particular Ben Hebert, for example, is very intense, want this very badly, and that's when you're going to start seeing them make some big shots. That intensity doesn't hurt them, and that was a beautiful come-around by Ben. Some of these come-arounds have been a little off. Mark Kennedy's have rubbed off, that sort of thing. I expect these in this end to be made very well.
There's one from Rick's that's opened the door a bit for Benny here, too, because it didn't get to the face.
Hard line, hard line. Line's tight. Line's good. Hard.
Line's tight.
Hard, Dave's curling.
Line's real. Looks light to me.
Come on, Dave.
Try to bounce it off the yellow if you can.
Hard.
Bounce. Okay.
A slight overlap.
Yeah, I might have. Yeah, because I thought you were a full 12 at least.
I guess give it to you guys.
Keep a close eye on this ice. There's been a lot of brushing, and sometimes as we near the end, we start to see a little bit of effect on the pebble because of it.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Top 4.
Oh, well then.
Line's good. Clean.
Stay
Where
close.
is he?
Line only. Top 4.
Whoa, we can wait. Yep. Whoa. Where is he?
Top 4.
Whoa, it's got to work. It's got to work.
Should curl.
Line's good. Yep.
Oh, hard.
Yep. Hard. Freeze it. That's good. Good shot.
Wow.
That's nice curling.
You know what? Give him credit. Shaky a little bit through those middle ends, but Tyrell Griffith, the last couple, has looked very sharp.
Try that.
Very impressive.
See ever.
Well,
I think so.
Yeah. Onto their back yellow?
No, talk.
No, all of them.
Okay. Make the double peel.
Easy double peel here. Roll the shooter of the way. Draw the play into the rings. Try to get a blank here.
Half.
There's one guy in the world that knows exactly what Kevin's up to, and it's the guy standing behind him, John Morris. He wants a blank here badly.
Yep. Clean. Yep. Hard.
Mark Kennedy.
Good. Got the yellow guy.
Very nice.
Shot.
Well, this isn't bad. It'll give him a double back, but I don't mind this. You like that at all, boys?
Could freeze another one in. Get to a guard.
Okay, I'm in.
I think
That's
so.
we freeze right there. It's pretty good,
I
too.
don't mind that.
Okay, let's do that.
You know what? It's almost
Freeze right here.
close to what he just
same
threw.
turn?
Same turn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the
Right,
same
so I
turn.
mean, you're asking him to play almost duplicate the shot, but this
Yes.
time freeze right on top.
Yeah, exactly. And I like the call, Linda, because I
Same
think
way,
if you
Ty.
hit, you can. If you hit it perfect, you sit 3. There's an admissible double. Now John's down to 2, and it's probably going to be a blank end this early. I think it's a hair early to be trying to control a deuce or to control the force.
Oh, you're pretty close.
Line's good.
Top 4.
Whoa.
Top 8.
Let it work.
Let's
More
go.
room. More room.
Have to go soon.
Whoa.
Wait's good. Top 8.
Whoa,
It's got to
gotta
curl.
work big.
At the end.
Got to work big time.
Boy, that's
Oh,
really
yeah,
Line's good.
got to
Line's
move.
good.
Line's good.
And
Hard,
here it
hard,
comes.
Hard. Freeze it, guys. Hard goals.
Wow,
Hard,
look
go,
at how
hard.
far
Go,
that
go, go,
has
go,
come.
go, go, go.
Good.
Goodness. That was out on the 8 foot.
Yeah, it's a tricky little spot, and if you have too much weight, you can see very easily how it would rub and roll open. It would never get to that center line area.
At the end.
Got to work big
As
time.
it crosses the hog line,
Oh,
it's still
yeah,
got
line's
a
good,
long
line's good.
way to go.
Line's good.
Line's
Go.
good. Hard. Freeze it, guys. Hard goals.
Hard. Go.
Hard. Go.
Good.
Mark.
Yeah, that's
fine.
Yeah, if I
Or
get those,
these
I don't
two.
think I get the other two.
No, that's
Yep.
fine.
Feel weight. I love making the sliver, so.
Yeah.
The second one will spin like you wouldn't believe with this angle, and they're going to try to hit it a thick half. Both yellows will go in the same direction at almost the same time.
Mark Kennedy.
Yep. Yes! Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa!
Back
whoa,
one,
whoa,
back
whoa.
one!
Trying to get the back one.
Oh, he went the other way.
Great shot. Yeah, good throw. Too bad it didn't spin up or something a little, eh?
Yeah, should leave you a double no matter what. Good shot.
Yeah, thanks.
You ever kick that yellow sideways?
Nice shot.
Oh, that's a good throw.
That's a beauty, because we all know what's going to happen now. The double's on, but it should be a double for Martin.
Let's just make this double, boys.
Gonna wait.
Oh, we got to throw it for him to get rid of it. So.
Does he care where the shooter winds up, or are we heading towards a blank here?
We're heading towards a blank, I think. It's the doubles there, but I'm not sure John can roll away to a spot that there isn't a double. It's still got to be made, though. John's going to get by the guard here, too.
His own stone, top edge. And he does it. And now they're just sitting there, side by side.
She's looking like a blank.
Makes a big difference between 9 and 10. If it was a 10th end, of course, there would be a lot of different approaches. Morris might even be thinking steal and playing guards, but you just have that little danger sign in your head in the 9th. You don't want to give up a deuce.
Oh, clean, 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 clean. Clean. Yep.
Wonder if he'll come around. No.
David Nedwin responds with a double of his own.
He wouldn't come around now. There's a chance if the end progressed with Jim Cotter's last, you might do something a little trickier if you really, really wanted to make sure you got the hammer for 10.
Well, Earl Morris is here and watching after his team, Rachel Holman, the reigning Canadian women's champions, were eliminated by Sherry Madaw. You'll see Earl and Team Force and the Scotties as they return as Team Canada. He played in Montreal at the Maurice Richard Arena.
I'm Kevin Martin. I roll this a little bit. You hit it dead on. A couple more dead ons is not in the rings, and then you might see Cotter go around. They're rolling, you're deeper in the circles.
Yep.
Nice.
Good, Dave.
Try to roll in here.
Yes.
What kind of weight you like? Just control?
Yeah, I'll be control up a hair.
Okay, then I'll give you there.
Stranger things have happened. If Jim can just nibble the rings
Nose
here on
isn't
his
the end
hit.
of the world, eh?
Kevin
He
happened to
knows
hit
he
it
comes
dead
around,
on,
we
which I
freeze or we
imagine
run it.
he'll peel, and then it would give Jim a chance to play a come around. Knowing Kevin, he'll just peel this one even if it's not in the rings.
Control up a little bit.
He knows it's outside the ring, going very half.
Well, Kevin and
Control up.
Dave Nedwin talking about possibly, if it is outside the rings,
Clean.
would they have a go?
Yep.
It would really shock me.
It's good. I like where it is, actually. Good.
Good shot.
You're going to have a real easy run back anyways.
I predict he hits.
Yeah.
Do you think, Linda?
I can feel.
Guys what they like. I mean, I'm okay either way, but I think this.
You ever go around it and you're a little heavy and Jim Cotter freezes, you're forced to a
Could go
single,
half
and you
round.
good
I like this,
chance of losing the game.
Front end asked him if he wanted to go half around.
Not
Might as
wrong.
well.
This is a hair.
Just dangerous.
Might as well. Where's the best spot for him to peel? Let's go. Let's go right in the knees.
Yep.
Make sure.
Yep. Hard. Sure. Make sure. Make sure. Yep. Hard.
Good, good.
So they're going to move this last rock around and try to go right to the edge.
T9. Fairly quick.
It really is cat and mouse right now.
It is. It just is. It's great.
Because you know that they're both inside each other's head, and they know exactly what they're going to do.
Well, Kevin does love his out turn. And if you go to this side they're about to play, where John is hoping that Jim lands, that means the better way to peel it out is the in turn. But you're pretty scrambling if you're talking about Kevin Martin and the way he's playing this week.
Easy tie.
Trying to find a weakness is tough.
That's Let it work if you can.
We're a little hot right now.
Okay, well.
Just back house.
Tie. Yeah, tie. Let it curl. Make it curl if you can. Yeah, carve it. Carve it, carve it, carve it. Well, just back to you. Well, it's good. Spot. Shot, Jimmy. A little more. Spot.
Kevin's got that huge leg drive, that extra speed without having to throw himself offline or have to have that big extension. So it's pretty good at these.
Pretty nice giving you a draw.
Yeah.
Might have a freeze or something next time.
I got a draw in my back pocket anywhere it is.
Needy.
It's a confident last rock thrower. That's what you want if you're the Morris team.
Yep, real hard.
Final stone, looking for the blank.
Oh no, I know
that. No, I hear no, no.
Manim knew him well, put it for the in turn, and got the mistake.
And a little smile. That's a no-no.
It's now time for today's secret word. The secret word is T. Go to finaln.ca and enter this word for your chance to win.
Oh no, was the last thing that we heard Kevin Martin say as he hit, stuck on a stone at the 12-foot tee line. John Morris, did he know something? Possibly, because he sure had a smile on his face that he had lured his former teammate into a bear trap. We're tied at 5 and here in 10 with a spot in the final on the line. It'll be John Morris that has the last rock playing the Yellowstones.
John knew exactly what was happening there. You know, we all go through periods where the intern's hanging or bending or whatever, but most of Martin's career, his interns floated a little bit. So they put it over in a spot he doesn't want to miss it. So the first thing you're going to do is cheat it a little bit, especially with that brushing, but it was in a swingy spot. And a chance now. They can make them all to win this game.
Be close. Never, 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 never.
So center line guard goes up.
Tie everything you got on that yellow one. Everything you got.
Play the split. Now where will this go?
Guess what?
Not bad. Didn't roll as far as they wanted on the shooter, but does get it over a little bit.
That's fine.
Both teams now have to play within themselves. It's almost cliched. Try to keep your emotions in check. For the Martin team, certainly all of them have been in these pressure-filled situations.
You gotta go a bit.
Yeah, go ahead. Right here.
Yeah.
Heart was the light.
One intangible in it, isn't it, about a situation like this?
Okay, clean.
Being able to handle the moment.
It's interesting, though. You almost have in Morris and his team the underdog. We're just kind of scrapping and hoping and making some good shots. And at the end of it, they're going to see when the dust clears if they've got more points on the board. They don't seem nervous.
Not at all. They're really well prepared. Impressive.
And for the person that's expected to win, Vic, looks like a lot of pressure after a frustrating couple of ends.
Same shot for Rick here, just
a
hair thinner.
Whoa!
Going across.
Whoa.
It's a tough spot to cross the face. I actually might be playing it the other way just because it's so straight.
Whoa, it's going to curl.
Curl, baby.
Curl. Hurt. Good shot rock here.
Nice job.
Shot rock could be huge. Should spin in.
That's a lot.
And it does.
Nice curling.
You got to clean that up, Dave. You got no in front.
Sorry.
Try to tuck it here, I think.
Up to you, whatever.
Yeah, right here.
Either one does the trick, I think.
Very around that one, tight guard. Make sure there's separation between
Trying to
those
make
two.
a guard better, so using the Yellowstone out in front to protect this one. Need something closer to the rings. That Yellowstone's not going to cut it. You can get by it easily.
I do.
Hard.
Pretty good.
Okay, line's good.
Not in.
It's not in. Not in, no.
Dave? Yep. Dave, you go. Get it tight.
Yep.
Hard, Dave.
Clean.
Hard, make it tough. Hard. Keep going. Keep going.
Show him a piece.
Nice.
Ty, I just like regular.
Okay.
I think regular
Just
might
good-
come a little
good regular.
faster.
Yeah, that's.
Good one, nice and straight.
I used to do that a lot. Where everybody's nervous in this situation. So if you ask for regular, you might get a chance to get a little more than that, which is much better than overthrowing a peel.
Yep. Hey! Clean.
Set is going to be nice and straight.
That was a very nice throw.
Ty's been impressive.
Yeah, particularly since the eighth on. 7 and 8, really. He made a couple of very nice shots as they held Morris or Martin to the single in 7 and then through 8 when Morris was able to get a deuce.
It'll be the same.
No, it's less.
Line's a little tighter on this one. Line's pretty good. A little tighter line, though. Can you get it here?
Yeah, they can. Go.
Go hard.
Hard. Keep going. Line's
Hard.
good.
Come on.
Keep going. Somebody. Oh, good sweep, guys.
Just trying to switch it up, sorry.
No, that's good.
They'd like to use that yellow guard, get one like 2/3 buried, and then it might bounce off that other red corner. But that's actually a shade deep for that. Tough shot though. Ty can't see a lot of this. And you're playing with that center line.
Yep. It's clean. Whoa.
It's just walking that line. And he's going to catch the corner.
Ooh.
And
Just about took out the yellow.
Shot time.
Nice shot.
At some point, Kevin's going to come right in here.
Yeah, I was going to run dead straight. A little back line.
We like to bury a guard here.
Okay. Nice and tight to the rings, Dave.
Now down to 4 rocks. They're going to actually bury it. At least
Short of the house.
Tight to the rings, Mark.
it's a better guard if Morris chooses to run the long one.
Couple feet short of the house.
David
A
Nettleton.
little more room on this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
There it goes.
Yep. This is going to bury. This is going to bury for sure. Clean. Just clean. It's over curling. Just clean. Clean.
This is the one time that that little over curl because of David Nettleton's release is a benefit.
Good, Dave.
Good shot, Dave.
Good shot. He's got the double peel now. Easy enough.
Because you can't hit this, you hit that, he just
comes here. Yeah, and this isn't good. Yeah, sure.
I like it, the double peel into.
nice and thin.
It's the only way to get that rock, and that's the dangerous rock, the one that
Pretty
David
thin,
just put in the perfect spot.
Now that one that he just put in there, is there a chance that it goes over and hits the shot stone? Is there a jam possibility?
I don't think so, Vic.
Okay.
And he's making it harder on himself. So.
It's a tough double peel too. You got to
About
get
a
it.
third, Jimmy.
Yeah, there's a comment. A third, a half rock might miss it. So John's going to hit this pretty thin.
On Morris. And his first. They do have the last rock here in 10. 1 and 2. Boy, that went sideways.
Shot time.
I don't know. I don't know what else we could have.
No, that's
no point coming around it.
No.
Chance for David to put it back, and this time there won't be the other one to get rid of it.
Less? Yeah, a little less.
Whoa, let's go get behind it.
Last one might have picked a little.
Whoa, Mark, off. Let it curl.
Whoa, Mark.
Has to bury. This is more room. Even if it's in the rings.
Hard. Come on. Come on. All the way. Come on.
Well, they drag it there from John Stone for the moment.
Pretty gradual here.
Brought it into the rings, which is hard to come around, but they wanted to get it buried. The only way they're going to have a nice guard is to bury it, to keep them open. John's going to be able to get at it. So. But you can see that's almost underneath.
We don't really want to nose it though. So once we got a piece, I won't be light, Jimmy.
Don't want to go right by everything either, John.
I would think that was the bigger danger in
Yeah.
this straight spot. He must be throwing it quietly.
Yep, bumper.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Griffith, Sawatsky.
Whoa.
Clean.
Don't want to bang the nose, you heard him say. And he'll roll it off. Shot Stone is still that stone in the 8-foot that was grazed in there on the split by Sawatsky with his second.
Shot.
The biter.
Yeah. That could be even just in front, I guess.
It should be good ice.
As long as buried.
Yeah. Should be good ice for the biter.
Yeah.
Same thing again for Kevin. Has to bury, or Jimmy Cotter can tap it out like John just illustrated. I would think a little deeper than that they can get at it with the swingy turn too, the in turn.
Wow.
Shit, we could draw a button. Top button.
Big mistake in 8 when he
tight, I
wrecked. Big mistake in 9 when he stuck on a blank. Those have brought the numbers down for Kevin Martin.
Guys. Spinning a bit.
Mine's still okay. Mine's still good.
Just clean.
Real tight, guys.
Just clean.
Just buried. It's got to be buried.
Definitely buried.
Let it curl. Let it curl. Let it curl. Let it stop.
You ready at the end?
Ready? You're ready? Yep. Finish it.
Just wanted to bite.
Yep.
Good.
Wow.
That's a beauty.
Time.
Timeout is being called by the Morris team.
Okay, let's talk about this. We go here, he's going to tap it. He'll have the rip. You go here, he'll put the hit and roll.
Edge of the 4, like any good, like over here?
Well, no, because I don't think we want to give him straight draw. If he makes the hit and roll, then we got the button
Pat
still.
Ryan.
Yeah. But we also don't want to, try to go, go here and accidentally go here.
Right.
And then all of a sudden he's got this. Because then we're sort of playing with a bit less of the 4-foot.
What do you like, Pat?
Yeah, whatever you guys are thinking.
I think there.
That's what Gunner thinks.
Right on the button.
Yeah.
Because then he's got to move us, and we got the slash with the kicker.
Yeah.
The kicker's the key right now, right?
Yeah, I like that.
So we go here. Let's just draw the button.
Okay.
Draw the button, boys. Once it's close, SWAT. Just want to go just top button, but.
A little deeper than I expected, Linda. If you're drawing the button, if you're ever back button and Martin locks it on, which you've seen that all week. I want Kevin hitting here.
I'm trying to put in a position where
Try to, if
Kevin
you can,
has to
Jimmy,
hit and
stay on
roll
this
in
side.
behind cover.
Give him a little bit of a tougher roll.
Kevin rolls away from the button, the same draw is available for Jim.
Yeah.
He doesn't get hidden. Of course, there is an easy pick out because the other yellow would be shot.
What did we hear from him in the last end? He's pretty confident about his draw weight. Find out now. First, Jim Cotter, he wants to put it right on the button.
T-line. Make sure your hair's back four's fine too, boys. Don't want to be late. Hard.
He may need
Hard,
to
SWAT.
do
Hard,
this
come
again with
on.
his second, and here they go.
Hard, come on, gotta go. Gotta go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go,
Morris
go, go,
out to take it, help
go,
it.
go, go, keep going.
8, 4, and just nibble at the button.
Board weight.
All right.
We're going to roll a half a rock in the 4-foot.
Yeah.
So that's the plan, is it, Russ?
Yeah,
and roll over.
Exactly. They'd like to get this half hit and 3/4 hidden, and you'd like when you see a curler that's throwing as well as Jimmy Cotter with the draw weight, you want to get him into some other type of shot. The danger here is hitting it dead on, of course.
Making the roll and then.
Wonderful respect for the game, for the players, the crowd here at the MTS in a 5-5 tie.
Kevin's usually a little inside on these and give it to the Brutchers. They can hold it in this spot. He should be close.
Scratching.
Easy board.
Clean, clean. His mistake means that he's going to need a mistake.
Whoa! Whoa!
He wants to go to the final.
Whoa! Whoa!
Looking
Hard,
for
man,
that
go
roll.
Roll it!
Gotta go hard, guys.
Go
There's
hard!
that roll
Go
over.
hard.
And he'll sit there. Is there enough there to play the pick on it?
For sure there is.
It's a nice, true, gradual spot, Jimmy. Right up there, just boardish.
Good shot, just the same though, by Kevin. I think it's a tougher shot than drawing the 4-foot.
It is, you think? Really?
You're playing the center line. If you grab it, you get a little soft with the release here. You grab the center line, you can hit one of those guards. You can see it there. It is there, Vic. There's not a ton of room by there. I'd be tempted to take a little more ice and throw a little softer weight, get more curl, but this is where the perfect mechanics come in handy.
Just make it go away. That second shot stone is
just board,
sitting 8 foot just in front of the tee line. To go on to the final, face Brad Jacobs. Jim Cotter.
Yep. Clean.
Griffith.
Clean.
Sawatsky. They like it. Martin has moved up. Get it. Fist pump. Get it. Martin acknowledges. And they will go through. John Morris will advance to the final. And for Kevin Martin. His run to the Olympics comes to an end. John Morris.
Thanks, guys.
Jim Cotter, Terrell Griffith, Rick Sawatsky, and ever the gentleman. Kevin Martin acknowledges the crowd as he leaves the ice here at the MTS Center. And so John Morris moves on and will face Brad Jacobs for the chance to wear the maple leaf to represent Canada in Sochi. We'll have it for you Sunday afternoon at 2:30 Eastern Time. What a game. Jim Cotter said he had it. John Morris with Dad Earl make the final. Morris wins it 7-5.
The 2013 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by Tim Hortons. Always fresh, always great tasting coffee. The 2013 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by Ford, proud partner of the Canadian Curling Association for 20 years. By Scotty's Facial Tissue, Scotty's, the perfect touch. And by World Financial Group, creating a better tomorrow for families today. WFG.
You know, we forget Jim Cotter skipped at a couple of Briars, but he seems to certainly be more comfortable throwing the fourth stone with the skipping being done by John Morris, and it pays off in a wonderful win for this team 7-5.
And a tale of two halves. First half, it felt like Kevin Martin had everything going. A beautiful triple and two set up his deuce, but it turned right around. And that stick on the blank in 9, I didn't believe it was going to happen. Jim Cotter, what a great game at 88%.
The game story brought to you by M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best. So John Morris moves on to the final, but not before he talks with Brian.
John, first off, congratulations. Early in the game, it seemed you're on the wrong side of the inch for a long time. How did you guys rebound?
You know what? We said the same thing, Brian. The first 5 ends, it just seemed we couldn't get an angle. We played some great ends. Like, we're playing like 95%, and they're up 3-1, right? So we just said, you know what? We'll let them have the right side of the inch on the first 5, and we'll take it on the last 5. And you know, Jimmy's got ice in his veins, man, and he's made some key shots for us all week. So.
How shocked were you when Martin missed the blank?
Well, I saw him nose one earlier this week. And I sort of kept a mental note of it, and that's where we threw it. And he doesn't miss very many of those, but you know, 1 out of 10, we'll take it.
How proud are you of this team?
I couldn't be prouder. You know, we've had a heck of a season, just being a couple of months together, and you know, we got the most heart I've ever played with on the team, and. We got 1 more game left in us.
Excited at another crack at Jacobs?
You betcha. You know, they're a great team. Bring a lot of great young energy to the game, and I hope it's a great game like we just had today.
John, best of luck. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Brian.
It was a terrific game. Okay, now so Morris moves on to face Brad Jacobs for the spot in Sochi. We will have it for you Sunday afternoon. Make a note, 2:30 Eastern Time. We'll be with you a half hour earlier. We'll have a half-hour preview to the final, and we'll also look back at a wonderful week here in Winnipeg, the Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings Canadian Curling Trials, Sunday afternoon at 2:30 Eastern Time. John Morris, he knocks off his former teammate. He's on to the final of the Canadian Curling Trials. Menard will pick up the win.
It's hard not to focus on kind of the big picture, especially when you're in this venue and you see the Olympic rings everywhere and it's talked about and the media is asking you questions. But I think with everyone's career kind of wrapping up, it would be a dream come true.
So we're all set now for the women's final coming your way at 7:30 Eastern Time. Sherry Maddaw, who finished with a record of 4-3, had to come through a tiebreaker and then beat the reigning Canadian women's champion Rachel Homan in the semi-final. Jennifer Jones and her team have looked so prepared, so ready for this moment, so ready to play in front of their home crowd tonight. 7:30 Eastern Time, the women's final. And now, of course, the questions for Kevin Martin and his team as Lee Ben Hebert faces the media about what went wrong. They drop a 7-5 decision to John Morris as he moves on now to play Brad Jacobs in the men's final tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern Time. So until we talk with you a little later this evening, thank you for joining us. The Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings Canadian Curling Trials are here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.